suffocation at the hands of the Congress. And it'll be interesting to see how the NDA partners of the JDU, other than the BJP, be it the Kushwaha faction, be it the Paswan family faction, because in the past, his relations with these two groups has not been the most comfortable. And will the suffocation now be caused by these other groups which are part of the alliance? And third and last, I think the aim of the NDA now, by bringing in Nitish, is to create a new rainbow coalition to challenge the RJD and do well in Bihar. Finally, I think Samrat Chaudhary will still prove himself to be correct to say that he got the chief minister out of his seat, and the chief minister is coming back to the seat because of him, and therefore he stands vindicated with what he said.
Well, I think that would be a very, that would be really a very twisted logic that if Samrat Chaudhary said that. The truth is, Bihar politics mein hamam mein sab nange hain. That is the reality of Bihar politics. If you look at Lalu during the 1990s, he also used various politicians from time to time. But Nitish has, as many believe, taken it to a new level by changing his political partners at such frequent intervals. It almost leaves you to question, what is politics all about? Rajat Sethi, we analyze politics, think that politics is going to be about public service, is going to change the lives of millions of people. Bihar remains a benighted state. Yes, Nitish in his first 5 years did make a difference, particularly when it came to law and order, better condition of roads. But the last 10 years, many will say Bihar has once again become an area of darkness.
No, Rajdeep ji, I agree with your analysis here, and I think I'll make a statement which might sound as a stretch, but anti-defection law should also be put in place for alliances. Like a Shiv Sena and a BJP go together in an alliance in an election, they should not be in a position to come out of that, because that is clearly betraying the mandate. Nitish's JDU and BJP contested together in the assembly elections, and any kind of a unilateral decision of one party shouldn't be there, because that betrays the mandate of the people. And I think it's only perhaps through this mechanism or some such legal mechanism through which you can create some level of mandate at the heart of it, public's will at the heart of it. Otherwise, politicians like Nitish will keep carrying on.
That's an interesting point you're making. You're saying defection laws should also apply to alliances. We saw it in Maharashtra. The BJP, some kind of restraint. The BJP and Shiv Sena went into the Maharashtra polls in 2019 as an alliance. The moment the polls were over, the Shiv Sena switched hands, joins hands with the NCP Congress. That's the problem. Nehle pe dehla Sujata. You see, you did it to the BJP in Maharashtra. Then Nitish and Lalu did it in a way to the BJP in Bihar. Now the BJP has hit back both in Maharashtra with Eknath Shinde and now once again with Nitish in Bihar. This is the nature of politics. Your leader Rahul Gandhi is on a yatra saying he wants to bring a certain morality to politics, but surrounding all of us is an immorality.
Rajdeep, I would differ here, because if you talk about Maharashtra, we also have the example of Madhya Pradesh. What happened in Maharashtra had nothing to do with the Congress party as such. There was a rift between the Shiv Sena and the BJP. So the government, there had to be a government for the people of this country. People need a government, and that is why the best option that could be given to people was given. But what did the BJP do? They brought down the Maharashtra government only because the alliance had not worked out. That had nothing to do with Congress party. Secondly, what happened in Madhya Pradesh, if you remember how the lockdown had to be postponed by 2 days, it just shows the character of the BJP, but it is also showing that BJP is no longer as strong as it originally was in 2014. After that, it has been on a down. That is why when it asked vote in the name of our martyrs, and now we are seeing a repeat of the same thing, because their only intention is to somehow come into power. So that is not what politics is all about. Congress has never believed in this kind of politics, and every period has to see a churning and a change, and that change will happen because of this kind of politics.
You
And
know,
I
but
beg
you're
to
saying
differ
that there will be,
from-
it's a, you know, you're hopeful of churning and change. But as we've seen in the last 30 years, the only change in Bihar is between the musical chairs that are played between the RJD and the JDU. The JDU remaining in power for most of the last 20 years. There was a brief period when Jitin Ram Majhi had taken over, but otherwise Nitish has in a way controlled Bihar politics. Amitabh Tiwari also joining us at this moment. Is Bihar unusual, Amitabh, in your view, or is this the new normal of Indian politics? Does Nitish represent an outlier in the manner he practices his politics? Or as we've seen even in Maharashtra with the Shiv Sena now, all regional parties are willing to do deals with the dominant BJP in particular?
Yes, so regional parties generally tend to try to be in the good books of the central government because they require funds for development. And now with this new rule of devolution and GST coming in, there is a lot of dependence of states on the center. We've seen that post-poll arrangements which dishonor the mandate, like in Bihar, like in Karnataka, and like in Maharashtra, do not survive for long. I was listening to what you were saying about Nitish Kumar's legacy. See, Nitish has done phenomenal work in 2005 to 15. In the last 9 years, he has been just trying to save his chair, sort of. So while he has taken this decision, he also needs to be wary of the fact that what is the sort of legacy he wants to leave. Because these continuous or frequent somersaults do tend to mark the good work he has done on the front of GDP growth, per capita income, girl-child education, birth rate, etc. However, he is not only doing the somersault. The somersault is being done by the parties who accept him as well, which is RJD and BJP. BJP had said that they would never take Nitish Kumar back. But because of this Mission 400 and Mission 50% vote share, BJP does not want to leave anything to chance. They see a weakened India bloc or an opposition. Modi is a man of records. He sees that there is a good chance to break this record. And for that particular reason, since the fact that they had swept 39 out of 40 seats in Bihar, a JDU is required because Nitish still commands 15-16% vote share and the support of Kurmi Koiri, Bhumihars, lower OBCs and Mahadalits, which significantly account for around 25 to 30% of the population. He also has proven that he can seamlessly transfer his votes to both the BJP and the JDU in past elections, and that's why he is a necessity there.
Yeah, but that vote share is coming down with every successive election, as we are finding. Nitish Kumar no longer even commands a 20% plus vote now in Bihar. But listening to Nitish Kumar over the years, because why is he being called Paltu Ram? Why are people looking with an element of disdain almost at his political moves at the moment? Because you can do it once, you can do it twice, but when you do it on a regular level, and even a cat has only 9 lives. Nitish Kumar is being sworn in for the 9th time, and who knows, 2025 will want to be sworn in for a 10th. Listening to what Nitish Kumar was saying not too long ago about the BJP, and then get a sense of how he is truly Indian politics Paltu Ram. Take a look.
हम लोग तो सवाल ही नहीं पैदा होता है, मर जाना कबूल है, उनके साथ जाना हमको कभी कबूल नहीं है। ये अच्छी तरह जान लीजिए, समझ लीजिए, सब बोगस बात है। काहे के लिए बोल रहा है? इतना हिम्मत करके फिर मेहनत करके लाला करके हमको किया, क्या क्या कर दिया था ये बिना मतलब का। इनके पिताजी पर सब पर केस फेस करके क्या कर दिया था, अब बिना मतलब का हमको ही करके। और उसके बाद फिर जो हम लोग खत्म किए, तब फिर कुछ करने के चक्कर में कि इन लोगों को कैसे इधर से उधर करे। अंतिम समय तक हम लोगों को कहा गया, बताने की कोशिश हो गई कि बचाइए बचाइए, संघर्ष तो इसको बताइए, लेकिन कोई रास्ता नहीं था। तो हम लोगों के सामने एक तरफ सिद्धांत, आगे का रास्ता आया तो बार बार संदेशा अमीर का, आया तो बार बार संदेशा अमीर का, हमसे मगर हो न सका सौदा जमीर का। आया तो बार बार संदेशा अमीर का, हमसे मगर हो न सका सौदा जमीर। और हमारे सामने साफ था, जमीर था, सिद्धांत था, उसके साथ या तो समझौता करते और आराम करते, और फिर रात में अपनी गर्दन उतरवा लेते। बीजेपी का मतलब है बी से बड़का, जे से झूठा और पी से पार्टी। यानी बीजेपी का मतलब बड़का झूठा पार्टी।
You know, Sanjay Singh, when you listen to those bites, you get a sense that has the BJP, for short-term gains of 2024, sacrificed Bihar once again in the long term? I am told a lot of their legislators are extremely unhappy, and the fear is that by doing this, the BJP makes it even more difficult for them to win assembly elections. They may win Lok Sabha, but assembly elections 1.5 years from now could see new combinations emerging in Bihar.
Rajdeep, defending Nitish Kumar on such counts would be like defending the indefensible. बिहार में वो कहते हैं ना, बिहार में सरकार नहीं बदलती, केवल विपक्ष बदलता है। तो विपक्ष बदलता रहता है, नीतीश जी सरकार में रहते हैं। And the another quote which goes with Nitish Kumar that he loves his job, not the country. So वो भी एक चीज है। But उसके beyond that, yes, it's true that BJP supporters, sympathizers, and a great section of BJP leaders and workers out there were not happy with Nitish Kumar returning to I.N.D.A. fold. But then real politics and pragmatism takes over everything else. Those whosoever are BJP supporters and sympathizers, and also BJP workers, they are also staunch anti-RJD. Because they were kind of, when Nitish was saying that Tejasvi Yadav is going to take over from him and is going to make Tejasvi Yadav Chief Minister very soon, and so on and so forth, they were not really very happy about it. So fear of RJD, fear of Tejasvi Yadav, fear of return of same old Raj, which which people describe in various terms, Jungle Raj, so on and so forth, that would keep on, even if you don't agree with Nitish Kumar, that would keep BJP supporters, sympathizers propelling to vote for the alliance. In the sense, or even in areas where JDU candidate is there and BJP supporters, at least in parliamentary elections. Come to 2025 assembly elections, God knows what is going to be permutation and combination. Second thing, the two deputy chief ministers that they have placed now, Vijay Sinha and Samrat Chaudhary, they are far more aggressive, assertive, and also suggest a generational change in the BJP leadership out there in that particular state. BJP so far, during Vajpayee time, later, very good younger brothers, the two previous deputy chief ministers, very happy with having a very cordial relationship with Nitish Kumar. Nitish Kumar also knows that he is not that strong. Nitish Kumar is not same, even in popular perception or in reality, as he was, say, 5-10 years ago. So therefore, the combination of all this will let, I think, BJP supporters and sympathizers vote for this new coalition, and they ultimately go by the pragmatism of Prime Minister Modi. PM Modi's quotient is so high that it can stem anything and everything that is.
No, but if it is, but you see, this is my thing. If it is so high, then why do you need Nitish? You see, the BJP keeps saying that that the Prime Minister's quotient is so high, we are going to win 400 seats. Why do you need Nitish Kumar? Somewhere there is Rajat Sethi, somewhere in all of this is the realization that the BJP also, for all the talk in Delhi that we are going to win 400 seats, knows that, you need to have your alliances arithmetic right at the local level. It's not just Modi. You will need some of these local leaders. Otherwise, why go back to the same person who's been so abusive of you? It reveals some limitation, surely, Rajat.
Rajdeep ji, I think this is where the current BJP is so different from the previous incarnations of the BJP. They do cold calculations. They don't do emotional calculations. That's my sort of assessment here. They, in this current scenario, they are making astute calculations. They are keeping the caste arithmetic in mind. They're looking at the overall prospects. It is also looking at the kind of body blow it is going to have on the India alliance. In all likelihood, if once Nitish comes in fully and forms the government, I don't see in the entire North India belt above the Vindhyas, Congress is going to win even a single seat. That's my sort of prediction.
that's interesting that you're saying this is the politics which is pragmatic, which is not emotional, which doesn't care who says what about me 6 months ago. I simply want to win the next election. 2025 will happen when it does. But Sandeep Shastri,
It's not a marriage. This is an alliance.
do we see 2024 Lok Sabha very differently than to a 2025 Vidhan Sabha? And this is not just true of Bihar, but other states. Maharashtra has Vidhan Sabha in October. Many believe there the opposition might have a better chance than in the Lok Sabha. Here the BJP has made a cold calculation. Modi plus Nitish will finish off the Mahagathbandhan and the India alliance in 2024. We'll see what happens in 2025.
Rajdeep, beyond a shadow of doubt, this is a politically calculated move for the 2024 polls and nothing beyond that. Why do I say this? One, as Rajat said, to reach the 400 plus mark, any ally and any arrangement is perfectly fine for us. Secondly, let's also remember that this Bihar alliance today strikes a body blow to the Congress and the RJD. And the fact that the attack is on the Congress is yet another way which the BJP and the I.N.D.I.A are building up the strategy for the next election and making it difficult for the Congress, even in direct fights that it has with the BJP. As you rightly said, post Lok Sabha election, the type of politics, the type of social arithmetic, the type of social alliances, and the type of political alliances will be very different. And we have seen it, Rajdeep. Lok Sabha elections and assembly elections are so very different. One final point, Rajat made a very interesting argument for a stop on defections. While I concur with him, my reservation on that is when we have not been able to prevent party hopping, how are we going to prevent alliance hopping? I think that's a much more difficult task to achieve.
Yeah, it'll be difficult, but one needs to look at some of these issues if the voters' mandate is not to be betrayed time and again. But Sujata, the fact is that while we are looking at the BJP and its cold calculation, the Congress seems to have no calculation. You see, the Congress seems to be drifting. You had Nitish Kumar was with you for 6 months as in the India alliance. Why didn't you make him convener? Why didn't you all make the extra effort? I know at least somebody close to Nitish who said he was simply waiting for Mallikarjun Kharge to call him up. Mr. Kharge seems to have woken up only in the last few days. Classic Congress, you're sleeping at the wheel.
No, this is typical of the BJP, that they will take anybody and throw out anybody only for the sake of getting into power. And of course,
what were you all doing? Forget the BJP. Power. What was the Congress doing? No, forget the BJP for a moment. What was the Congress doing in the last 6 months on the India Alliance? You were more interested in winning the state assembly elections. You had forgotten about the India Alliance for 3 months between September and December.
No, not at all. You've heard what Mr. Kharge has said. We knew that this was going to happen, and that is why we were prepared for it. And as far as politics is concerned, politics should not be.
I think we need to get Sujata's audio.
Like the BJP
we need to get your audio fixed, ma'am. We need to get your audio fixed so that your words can be heard clearly by viewers. But Amitabh Tiwari, is the India alliance over as a result of this? Has Nitish Kumar dealt a body blow to the India alliance? That India alliance experiment is now over. Mamta contesting on her own, Aam Aadmi in Punjab on their own, but most importantly Nitish Kumar, someone who was stitching together this alliance, leaving it at a time like this.
What was India Bloc? India Bloc was essentially UP plus Shiv Sena in Maharashtra, JDU in Bihar, Mamta in Bengal, Samajwadi Party in UP and Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab. JDU has left. TMC is not giving any seats to Congress. Aam Aadmi Party is not giving any seats to Congress in Punjab. Samajwadi Party has issued an ultimatum and by its own has given 11 seats or is offering 11 seats to the Congress, which it is not accepting. And Shiv Sena is asking for 23 seats after facing a split. So all these 5 states, which were sort of you can say a cherry on the cake or the UPA cake, all of them are in jeopardy today. So India is back to its UPA days, which is with firm alliances in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and partial alliances in Bihar, Maharashtra. These are the 4 or 5 states where they have alliances in place, and most of the potential allies which were likely to join India bloc are withering or dropping one by one. And that is primarily because they felt that Congress would have learned its lessons after the 3-0 defeat in the Hindi heartland.
Right.
But Congress does not seem to have learned its lessons. It went ahead with the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra at a very crucial time of campaign without discussing its allies. And it should have been actually an India Yatra as demanded by many of the regional blocs who are part of the India bloc.
You know, as we speak, we are getting that breaking news. Akhilesh Yadav has spoken out against Nitish Kumar, claiming that it is a defeat for Nitish as a person, it's a betrayal, and that Nitish Kumar has completely failed his mandate as well as the India alliance. He's torn into what he calls Nitish Kumar's betrayal. So Akhilesh Yadav, who only yesterday said he's willing to give the Congress 11 seats in Uttar Pradesh, and there seems to be willing to forge an alliance, has torn into Nitish Kumar, saying the public will now give a fitting reply to Nitish. So Akhilesh Yadav hitting out at Nitish Kumar. That's the very latest that we're getting. We'll get more details on that, Akhilesh Yadav's attack on Nitish Kumar. But it's not just within the India alliance that there's an element of flux. What about the N.D.A. alliance? Remember, only a few months ago, Chirag Paswan had been brought back into the N.D.A. fold in Bihar, and he was being seen as a poster boy. 2 years ago, he had been used, many believe, to counter Nitish Kumar. He had taken on Nitish Kumar. Now he's back in the N.D.A. fold. How does he see this? And how does K.C. Tyagi, the grand old man in a way of the JDU, explain Nitish Kumar's moves? Take a look. Listen into what Chirag Paswan had to say on the new N.D.A. government in Bihar. How did Chirag Paswan, how is he going to now deal once again with Nitish Kumar? Listen into Chirag Paswan.
आने वाले दिनों में सरकार की क्या रूपरेखा होती है, एजेंडे में किस किस चीज़ों को जोड़ा जाता है, क्या कोई साझा न्यूनतम कार्यक्रम बनाया जाता है, नहीं बनाया जाता है, इन तमाम विषयों पर आने वाले दिनों में चर्चा होगी। आज महत्वपूर्ण था कि मौजूदा और पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री पहले इस्तीफा दें, उसके बाद पुनः वो शपथ लें। आज शपथ समारोह में शामिल होने जा रहा हूँ एनडीए के सहयोगी के तौर पर, और जैसा मैंने कहा कि हम लोग के लिए ये खुशी की बात है कि एनडीए की सरकार बिहार में आ रही है। जो सोच प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी रखते हैं विकास की, डबल इंजन की सरकारों की, मेरे प्रधानमंत्री की अपनी सोच, और हम लोग का भी बिहार फर्स्ट, बिहारी फर्स्ट को लेकर विजन है। मैंने कई बार इससे पूर्व में भी कहा कि मेरा मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार जी से
गठबंधन जो टूट रहा है वो कांग्रेस पार्टी की हठ धर्मिता की वजह से टूट रहा है। और मैं अपने राजनीतिक अनुभव जो मेरा 50 साल का है उसके आधार पर मैं कह सकता हूँ, इनका गठबंधन ना टीएमसी से होगा, इनका गठबंधन ना सपा से होगा, और बहुत दिक्कतें आएंगी महाराष्ट्र में भी और तमिलनाडु में। पदयात्रा के जरिए वो समूचे विपक्ष को कांग्रेस के झंडे के नीचे लाना चाहते थे। वो ममता बनर्जी को हुक्म दे रहे हैं कि फलानी तारीख को आइए, वो नीतीश कुमार को हुक्म दे रहे हैं कि फलानी तारीख को आइए, वो शरद पवार को हुक्म दे रहे हैं कि फलानी तारीख को शामिल हुए, जैसे कि हम कांग्रेस पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता हैं। ये भी हमको कबूल नहीं था, लिहाजा नीतीश कुमार जी ने 1 सप्ताह पहले ही घोषणा कर दी थी कि वो इस रैली में नहीं जाएंगे।
Okay, meanwhile, celebrations have begun in Patna, outside Nitish Kumar's residence, outside the Raj Bhavan. Remember, 5 p.m. is when we expect the swearing in to take place, and typically even outside the BJP headquarters, the celebrations have begun because just about 18 months ago, Nitish Kumar had ditched the BJP. Now he's coming back into the fold, which means that the BJP will once again be in government in Bihar. Paulomi Saha is tracking all that's going on. She's there amidst the celebrations. Paulomi, if you can hear me, how are BJP workers, Paulomi, the BJP Karyakartas, how are they seeing what has happened? Are they truly enthused about it? Or is this something they've just reconciled themselves to? how are they seeing Nitish Kumar once again coming back to the BJP fold?
There have been mixed reactions, of course, that are coming in from the BJP Karyakartas. Some, of course, are very happy to be back in power in Bihar. And then, of course, there are those who believe that, you know, the BJP should have gone alone into these Lok Sabha elections. This was a view which was expressed to Vinod Tawade as well, BJP National General Secretary in Bihar, in charge yesterday from various quarters. I'll ask Sanjay to stay with some of these pictures. You know, various groups of supporters have now started coming in over here. These are supporters of Samrat Chaudhary. They've been, in fact, raising slogans in support of Samrat Chaudhary. This is happening right beside the Chief Minister's residence. So, as far as the BJP is concerned, this is a glimpse of a portion of the party where the Karyakartas now, of course, are celebrating, where they do realize they're back in power and they're happy to be back in power. But there is, of course, a segment of Karyakartas and party leadership who believe that the Bharatiya Janata Party shouldn't have to have gone with Nitish Kumar into the Lok Sabha elections, that they should have tested their might and strength solely on their own strength going into the general elections. Rajdeep.
We'll get you to speak to some of those Karyakartas. I'm sure they have interesting viewpoints. There isn't a single Bihar party Karyakarta who doesn't have a very reasoned political explanation to what happens. I've often believed that in Bihar, political opinion is at another level, very refined political opinions that you will get as to what has happened. Politics is an industry, some would say, in Bihar. Where does this leave Bihar? You know, is a question we'll ask, but as we see those celebrations, let's listen into Samrat Chaudhary, who's going to be the new Deputy Chief Minister there, thanking Prime Minister Modi for making him Deputy Chief Minister. Listen in.
बिहार में भारतीय जनता पार्टी का अध्यक्ष भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने हमें बनाया, विरोधी दल का नेता भी बनाया। ये मेरे लिए भावुक क्षण है कि आज सरकार में भी दायित्व, सरकार में काम करने के लिए भी विधानमंडल दल का नेता के तौर पर चयन किया। इसके लिए मैं देश के प्रधानमंत्री जी से लेकर पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष सभी नेतागण और सभी माननीय विधायकों का मैं विशेष तौर पर धन्यवाद भी देता हूं।
The same Samrat Chaudhary who was targeting Nitish will now be his Deputy Chief Minister. इसे कहते हैं राजनीति बिहार स्टाइल. Back in a moment, plenty more on our special coverage.
You are watching India Today.
Get ready for an immersive journey into the heart of news.
When Nitish Kumar said that he was leaving the Mahagathbandhan and joining hands with the BJP yet again, the same Nitish Kumar who just a few months ago on the floor of the assembly said, whatever happens, mitti mein mil jaunga, and we'll play that bite in a moment, I will never join the BJP. First, listening to what Nitish Kumar said today.
अरे इसलिए नौबत हुई है कि ठीक नहीं चल रहा था, तो वही सब लोगों की राय, अपने पार्टी के लोगों की राय, चारों तरफ से राय आ रही थी, तो हमने सब लोगों की बात को सुन लिया, तो इसीलिए आज हमने इस्तीफा दे दिया। अब ये जो भी सरकार थी वो समाप्त कर दिया गया। अभी हम जो पहले गठबंधन को छोड़ के नए गठबंधन बनाए थे, और जो नया गठबंधन 1.5 महीना से बनाए थे, 1.5 साल से, तो यहाँ पर भी जो स्थिति इधर आकर के ठीक नहीं लगी है, और जिस तरह से लोगों का दावा हो रहा था, जो इतना मेहनत किया जाता था कि वही लोग ये सब काम कर रहे हैं, वो सब जरा धीरे धीरे लोगों को खराब लग रहा था। आज जो कुछ होगा तभी आप लोग रहिएगा, अभी रहिएगा, बाकी लोग आ जाएंगे और उसमें क्या लोग कहते हैं तो सबका बात सुन लीजिएगा, और उसके बाद जो कुछ भी होगा तो भी जान लीजिएगा।
Okay, let's get in reactions. Rajat Sethi is political commentator. He's been worked closely with the Manipur Chief Minister, is seen as a voice sympathetic to the politics of the BJP in the past. But Rajat, I want you to put on your political analyst hat and tell me, how do you see Nitish Kumar's latest U-turn? What does it suggest about politics in general and more specifically about what's happening in Bihar?
Rajdeep ji, I think Nitish ji embodies, the adage which goes that this is the art of possible. Politics remains an art of possibility for him. He clearly doesn't seem to follow the principles of morality in politics, and he keeps switching sides the way he feels fit. Looking at the weather and the changes in the weather, he can switch and flip over and over again. Now, how he is pretty clear to everybody. He's been like this for almost a decade now. Now the onus is on both the RJD and the BJP as to how they sort of form a relationship with him. So far, everybody, both BJP and the RJD, have extracted the flesh from Nitish. What needs to be seen is that what pound of flesh would BJP be able to extract from him this time? We've seen a consistent decline of JDU over the years. It's because of primarily politics of Nitish. He has no succession plan in place. He clearly has not groomed leadership. It's all about me, myself, and he doesn't think beyond himself. So he remains a selfish politician, but he is how he is, and he doesn't shy away from being bracketed in those.
No, but what does it say, Rajat?
In those terms and those.
But Rajat, what does it say about the BJP? I mean, this is a party which seems to have be more than willing to embrace Nitish Kumar, who every time he leaves the BJP targets Mr. Modi, the BJP and the RSS. So does it suggest that ahead of 2024, Sam Dam Danda Bhed kuch bhi chalega, let's take Nitish Kumar on our side so that we shore up our defenses in Bihar?
I think BJP has been stating this, that it is all about pragmatic politics. It's not an ideological alliance, it's a political alliance. That's what they said when they allied with the NCP in Maharashtra. So you will see this repeated sort of justification of this alliance, but clearly 2024 and coming up with a historic mandate in 2024 elections is the only thing that BJP is concerned about, and that's the only thing that they would be worrying. They don't care about, which way Nitish's politics is going to impact Bihar politics at all. They believe that, ultimately this would further weaken Nitish. Nitish's credibility was anyway at rock bottom. This is going to finally put a nail in his overall credibility coffin.
Okay.
I think Nitish is also aging, and he believes that this is his last possible shot at the CM chair in 2025, and he's given up. I mean, I see this as him giving up his national ambitions.
That's a good point.
And
Nitish Kumar may have that's a good point, that Nitish Kumar may well have now given up any national ambitions that he perhaps entertained by deciding to step out of the India alliance, where there was one move being made to make him convener of that alliance. What's happening on the ground? Let's go straight across to Rohit Singh and Paulomi Saha, who are joining us. Rohit, you've been tracking every little detail of this 5 p.m. oath-taking ceremony. Do we know whether there will be 2 deputy chief ministers from the BJP? Is it clear that it will be Mr. Sinha and Samrat Chaudhary, new names being thrown up by the BJP?
Yes, Rajdeep, and there's a reason behind it why new names have come up, like Samrat Chaudhary and Vijay Kumar Sinha, because remember, these are the 2 voices, the most opposition voices, who have been attacking Nitish Kumar in a very critical manner, in a scathing manner in the last almost a year and a half. Samrat Chaudhary has already called Nitish Kumar memory loss Mukhyamantri, and all those things, he should go to hospital and get himself treated, all kind of things Samrat Chaudhary has spoken about Nitish Kumar, same with Vijay Sinha. And what we are learning is that when that crucial meeting at Amit Shah's residence in Delhi was taking place, the Bihar unit had opposed that Nitish Kumar, if he is brought back into the I.N.D.A. camp, but he should not remain the chief minister. But both of these leaders were silenced by the top leadership, and it appears now that just to pacify them, just to keep them cool, that at this point of time, because the BJP does not want any kind of wrong things to happen just ahead of Lok Sabha elections in a critical state like Bihar. So they just to pacify them, it seems that both of them have been offered the deputy CM post. So it's official now. Samrat Chaudhary and Vijay Kumar Sinha both the main voices who were opposing Nitish Kumar will now be his deputy chief minister, and both of them will be swearing, taking oath along with Nitish Kumar today. And very interesting pictures also came, Rajdeep, when Nitish Kumar staked claim to form the government, and while he was coming out, Samrat Chaudhary was sitting in his car at the front seat. So that is what about politics is all about. This is the same Samrat Chaudhary who had said, मैं ये गेरुआ पगड़ी तभी उतारूंगा जब मैं नीतीश कुमार को मुख्यमंत्री से हटा दूंगा. And that same Samrat Chaudhary today was sitting in the car with Nitish Kumar at the front seat and will be now his deputy chief minister. So that is what is politics in Bihar. Rajdeep.
Politics is the art of the possible in Bihar. Paulomi, what explains the BJP's, what is the BJP's game plan? There are 3 months to go before, of course, general elections are held. The process will begin, kickstart in a month when we expect the code of conduct to come in place. Was the BJP worried about Bihar, which is why they've gone back to Nitish, that they want to repeat what they did in 2019, 139 out of 40 seats there? I mean, what is this desperate urge to have Nitish Kumar on their side? Someone who's been routinely abusing them, or someone who's been abused by who's been abused by the BJP state unit? Is this Amit Shah at work? Is this Sanjay Jha, who's close to Nitish, who was playing this game?
Well, as far as the BJP is concerned, their strategy, in fact, their intent behind, of course, affecting this, again, switch over of Nitish Kumar to the NDA fold was simply twofold. I beg your pardon, the BJP had set its eyes on the Lok Sabha seats of Bihar, 40 Lok Sabha seats. They did realize that if the Mahagathbandhan, the RJD, of course, continues to be a very strong opponent here in Bihar, if the RJD, of course, continued to be in alliance with the JDU, that would mean tough contest for the Bharatiya Janata Party across these 40 Lok Sabha seats. They did realize that Nitish Kumar brought a certain amount of heft with him in terms of, the vote bank, that he has a good hold over the EBC, OBC vote bank. And that is what the BJP wanted back in its fold. They've been building their own.
Welcome back. You're watching our special coverage this Sunday of all the political drama that's playing out in Bihar, where the state will get, well, a new government, but the same old Chief Minister. Nitish Kumar set to be sworn in for a 9th time. The headlines. Nitish Kumar quits as Chief Minister of the Mahagathbandhan, now stakes claim to form a government with the BJP. Fresh oath at 5 p.m. Nitish claims the situation in the Mahagathbandhan wasn't right, hence he quit it. The Nitish BJP Bihar pact finalized. BJP to get 2 deputy chief ministers and a speaker's post. Samrat Chaudhary, Vijay Kumar top contenders for deputy chief minister's post. As RJD loses the Bihar Game of Thrones, the India allies attack Nitish Kumar, claim he's betrayed the mandate of the allies. Nitish's palti, a big blow for the India bloc before the 2024 elections. Opposition loses its senior leader, Rahul Gandhi mum. Congress's Jairam Ramesh fires a chameleon jibe at Nitish. INS Visakhapatnam helps rescue burning British vessel attacked by Houthis in the Red Sea. 22 Indians on board rescued. Bihar politics is the art of the possible, and no one seems to know it better when it comes to making moves on the chessboard than Nitish Kumar. For the 9th time in the last 2 decades, Nitish Kumar will be shortly sworn in as Chief Minister of Bihar, having returned once again to the NDA fold and stitched up an alliance with the BJP for the 4th time. Remember, Nitish Kumar had left in 2022 to join hands with the RJD and Congress, and had even been a driving force of the opposition India alliance. But all that, it seems, is in the past as Nitish makes another ghar wapsi to the BJP fold. Take a look.
अरे इसलिए नौबत हुई है कि ठीक नहीं चल रहा था, तो वही सब लोगों की राय, अपने पार्टी के लोगों की राय, चारों तरफ से राय आ रही थी, तो हमने सब लोगों की बात को सुन लिया। तो इसीलिए आज हमने इस्तीफा दे दिया। अब ये जो भी सरकार थी वो समाप्त कर दिया गया। अभी हम जो पहले गठबंधन को छोड़ के नए गठबंधन बनाए थे, और जो नया गठबंधन 1.5 महीना से बनाए थे, 1.5 साल से, तो यहाँ पर भी जो स्थिति इधर आकर के ठीक नहीं लगी है। और जिस तरह से लोगों का दावा हो रहा था, जो इतना मेहनत किया जाता था कि वही लोग ये सब काम कर रहे हैं, वो सब जरा धीरे धीरे लोगों को खराब लग रहा था। आज जो कुछ होगा तभी आप लोग रहिएगा, अभी रहिएगा, बाकी लोग आ जाएंगे और उसमें क्या लोग कहते हैं तो सबका बात सुन लीजिएगा, और उसके बाद जो कुछ भी होगा तो भी जान लीजिएगा।
Well, Rajat, there you have Nitish Kumar doing his political gymnastics once again, trying to explain the decision he's taken to once again return to the BJP fold. We still have Sanjay Singh, senior journalist with us, Rajat Sethi, political commentator, Sanjay Jha, political commentator, also I know to be a proud Bihari, joining us. Arshpreet Khadial is spokesperson of the Congress. Let's get in first reaction. Sanjay Jha, what's your sense? Who do you hold responsible for what's gone wrong? The Congress and its many failings, or the India alliance on one side, or simply that the BJP knows when to strike, or that Nitish is the ultimate power politician?
Rajdeep, I think let's cut to the chase here. Who is the beneficiary of Nitish Kumar moving out of the India alliance? It's definitely the BJP. We all know that for Bihar is an extremely critical state for 2024. Nitish curated the India alliance. Obviously, he was fully aware that this was his last chance at making a statement for himself in New Delhi. He destabilized a stable government with the BJP. India alliance was, let's be honest about it, was his real concept. I mean, he drove that. You know, Rajdeep, let's be real. We are talking about 2024 stakes. At the moment, post this departure, you know, one can call him Paltu Ram, political football, whatever. The truth, as you have rightly said, and many people have pointed out, that he has damaged his credibility. I agree. But for this time, I will make an exception to accusing Nitish Kumar of playing his usual flip-flop politics. And I'll tell you why. He curated the India alliance. It started in the Patna summit. Between September to December, the largest political party in the coalition, the Congress, did not take any initiative whatsoever. And by the way, you know that I support the Congress party, but I believe the party is singularly responsible for allowing a drift to happen. What was he asking for, Rajdeep? He wanted to be a convener, not to be a prime ministerial face. He just said, let me be the one in charge of structuring the entire India alliance together. Why was the Congress and the other alliance partners pussyfooting around on that simple request? It would have given him some kind of a prima donna status within the India alliance. And frankly speaking, I'm sure that at this moment, even as we talk, you know, I don't think Nitish Kumar is born yesterday. He's a seasoned political veteran. He knows that he's being called all kinds of nasty names as a joke on Indian politics, but he's self-destroyed himself as well. You know, Prashant Kishore, when he said that probably Nitish is not even going to be in the running the 2025 assembly elections, is absolutely right. So Nitish has been forced to join a winning side because the side that he wanted to be part of a winning combination of did not show the passion, the grit, or the hunger to make it win.
Okay, let's take what you've just said, that the side which he wanted to be part of didn't show the passion, the grit, the appetite for a fight. Arshdeep Khadial, Arshpreet Khadial, your spokesperson Congress, you agree with that? That at the end of the day, very easy to only single out Nitish Kumar. There are push and pull factors. The BJP, of course, has pulled him on their side, but there's a push factor. He wanted to be convener. What happens? The Congress simply prevaricates for months, and now it's too late.
Rajdeep, there's an audio issue. However, from whatever I could grasp, I'd like to start with, something that a very special person has said. आप भी गिरे, आपका मेयार भी गिरा, कद भी गिरा, किरदार भी गिरा, दूसरों को गिराने में मेरा दोस्त खुद बार-बार गिरा. Now, you are very well aware of the fact that NDA was left citing, quoting the same reasons. And now India has been left citing, quoting the same reasons. This goes on to suggest that a single ideology cannot be followed by Mr. Kumar. It can be changed overnight. And when you talk of India Alliance, you're talking of one party that has left. What about the non-democratic alliance? AIADMK left them. Samta Party left them. Their oldest ally, SAD, left them. Their ally, SAD Sayukt, is on the verge of leaving them.
No, but when a major, Rajdeep, when a major ally like Nitish Kumar, who was trying to stitch together the alliance, lives, the optics are terrible. I mean, think about it. You cannot deny that the optics are terrible. Mamata Banerjee doesn't want to contest with the Congress. Bhagwant Mann doesn't want to contest with the Congress. What's the messaging?
See, number one, let me clarify one thing. Now, Mr. Kumar is going into N.D.A. Have you ever asked the N.D.A., the non-democratic alliance, as to when was their last meeting held? What has been their discussions upon seat sharing, upon the face of the party, of the alliance, upon the convener and other things? They don't even have meetings, let alone have any democracy. Here in India, 28 parties collectively take a decision, and in the N.D.A., 2.5 persons take a decision. There's one-way communication that follows. Here in our alliance, there's two-way communication that happens. Now,
what is the communication? That's the problem. What is the communication?
Now,
there is a very amusing. No, 1 minute. What is the communication? There's a very amusing story. I hope you know this. That in the seat sharing talks between the Samajwadi Party and the Congress put up a name of someone who is dead several years ago. I mean, the Congress needs to wake up.
If I may. Rajdeep, if I may complete. Now, as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party and the non-democratic alliance is concerned, see, one, they are afraid of the India Alliance, hence the Operation Lotus. Everybody knows it for a fact that the Bharatiya Janata Party has an expertise of doing Operation Lotus. We have seen that happen in Manipur, we have seen that happen in AP, in MP, in Maharashtra, in Punjab, and many more states, in Delhi. And Mr. Kumar going into N.D.A. is actually beneficial to us, is actually an asset for us. Given that he changes ideology sooner than some people change clothes, I think it will be beneficial for the India Alliance. It will be beneficial for the people of India when he becomes the reason for the fall of N.D.A. Number two, I just say one thing, Rajdeep. When Mr. Kumar joins an N.D.A., we should remember one thing, that they are committed to not the interests of the nation. They are committed to interests of their own. Self-interest is what drives their party. Therefore, this would prove out to be the last ditch in the non-democratic alliance.
You're calling it a non-democratic alliance. You're saying that Nitish Kumar, this decision will actually cost the N.D.A. Is there any possibility at all, you believe, Sanjay Singh, from your ground knowledge of Bihar, that Nitish Kumar may well be now someone who's past his sell-by date and actually could be a burden in some way on the BJP?
Rajdeep, you and I know that in politics you can't tell about anybody that one is passed by the self, and writing political obituary would not be a prudent thing to do. Having said that, I also admire Congress spokesperson kind of courage and conviction. In this situation, that it's very good that Nitish Kumar has gone. It's down and out. And also, Mamata Banerjee contesting all 42 seats in West Bengal is good for India Alliance and so on and so forth, saying same things for Punjab. More different leaders. But Nitish Kumar, currently, as I said, Nitish Kumar brings to any political coalition a kitty of 12 to 15% votes. Nitish Kumar, despite all his follies, has certain things in his favor, that he still stands tallest. Somebody against whom there is on personal thing, there is no blot on Nitish Kumar's thing, except that he is Palturam, he does not stick to ideologies, also so on and so forth. But Bihar, of course, was a talent state for the BJP, just as Uttar Pradesh was for the BJP in 2019. Bihar dynamics was slightly more complicated than in Uttar Pradesh. So Nitish Kumar coming to the N.D.A., that thing becomes very important in terms of narrative.
So you think he still has a value? You think he still has a value for whichever side he joins?
He still has that value. Rajdeep, also for the BJP in larger context, if you see this is good for atmospherics, this is good for narrative, because Nitish Kumar's persona is larger than his outside of Bihar also. He is a national figure, someone who brought India Alliance together, was instrumental in bringing all political parties together. And also the ecosystem of the India Alliance was also keen as to project Nitish Kumar as somebody who was articulate to counter Narendra Modi. If you look at this in 2013, 2014, the BJP brought Ramvilas Paswan to their fold just to make set the narratives correct. In this particular situation, what does the message go? India Alliance खत्म हो गया, India Alliance is over. गली नुक्कड़ पे यही चौराहा होगा कि राहुल गांधी भारतीय न्याय यात्रा पे, भारत न्याय यात्रा पे निकले हैं और उनका अलायंस खत्म हो गया है. His own leaders are leaving. In West Bengal, he has a problem. Mamata Banerjee is not allowed to pass his yatra to certain districts, not allowing him to convene public rallies. Then you have Nitish Kumar out here completely going outside of the alliance, somebody who was instrumental in that. So I think it's all plus for NDA and India Alliance.
Nitish brings to the table for the NDA, it's also what his exit does to the India Alliance, which really matters at this moment. Rajat Sethi, you agree with that? That this is not just about what happens to the... Okay, let's listen into Tejasvi Yadav, who's just spoken.
इसके चुनाव में कहते थे कहाँ से पैसा लाएगा, कहाँ से नौकरी देगा. तो हमने, आपको पता होगा कि हमारी जो सरकार बनी थी इनके नेतृत्व में, वो 9 अगस्त 2022 में बनी थी और 15 अगस्त को मुख्यमंत्री जी ने ऐलान किया था. ये किसका विजन था, ये किसकी सोच थी? तो जो मुख्यमंत्री कहता था कि यह असंभव है नौकरी देना, उसको हमने एक हफ्ते के अंदर जो है उनसे बुलवाने का काम किया, जो कहता था असंभव है. तो हम लोगों ने जिस हिसाब से विकास के काम किए, नए नए नीति लाए, टूरिज्म डिपार्टमेंट हमारे पास था, हमने टूरिज्म पॉलिसी लाया. आईटी डिपार्टमेंट राज्य कोटा में था, हम लोगों ने जो है आईटी पॉलिसी लाई. और भी कई जो पॉलिसीज़ हैं हम लोगों ने लाने का काम किया. स्पोर्ट्स पॉलिसीज़ हम लोगों ने लाने का काम किया. जो खेलेगा उसको भी नौकरी मिलेगा सरकारी, और जो पढ़ेगा उसको भी नौकरी मिलेगा. शिक्षा विभाग किसका था? राष्ट्रीय जनता दल के पास था. हमारे मंत्रियों ने लगातार जो है नौकरियां देने का काम किया. और ये 17 महीने में जो काम हुआ है, ऐतिहासिक काम हुआ है, जो आज तक पूरे देश में नहीं हुआ है. और ये भाजपा और नीतीश जी की तो सरकार 17 साल भी रहे, तो 17 साल बनाम 17 महीने जो काम हुआ, एक विभाग ने वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बनाने का काम किया. एक विभाग ने एक दिन जो है 70 दिनों के अंदर जो है 2 लाख से भी ऊपर जो है हम लोगों ने नियुक्तियां पत्र वितरण करने का काम किया. ये ऐतिहासिक काम है, किसी भी राज्य में नहीं हुआ. और अब तक हम लोगों की सरकार ने लगभग जो है, जो गवर्नर ने भी जो स्पीच दिया अभी 26 जनवरी को, तो 3.5 लाख से ऊपर की बात कही उन्होंने, नौकरियां दिया. तो किसके राज्य में हुआ, किसका विजन था? तो कहीं ना कहीं से जो लोग कहते थे कि इनके लोग काम नहीं करते थे, हम लोगों ने तो इतना इनसे करवाया जिनका कोई विजन नहीं था, जो थक गए थे, थके हुए मुख्यमंत्री थे, उनको हम लोगों ने इतना काम करवाया. तो इतना काम तो हुआ ही है सारा. और आप लोग सब लोग जानते हैं कि जो भी बातें ये कह रहे हैं इनको खुद भी नहीं पता. हालांकि हम कोई व्यक्तिगत टिप्पणी नहीं करना चाहते हैं, और हम इतना अपने लोगों को आश्वस्त करते हैं कि ना हमें गुस्सा है, ना हमें नाराज़गी है. हम बड़े संयम रूप से हम लोगों ने गठबंधन धर्म का जो है पालन किया है, और उसी हिसाब से हम लोग आगे जनता के बीच अपनी बातों को रखेंगे. लेकिन एक बात स्पष्ट रूप से मैं कह देना चाहता हूँ कि अभी खेल शुरू हुई है, अभी खेल बाकी है, और मैं जो कहता हूँ वो करता हूँ. और आप लिख के ले लीजिए, जनता दल यूनाइटेड जो पार्टी है 2024 में ही खत्म हो जाएगी, ये निश्चित रूप से लिख लीजिए. और अभी तो खेल शुरू हुआ है, खेल बाकी है. अभी इन लोग जो भी करें, लेकिन मेरा स्पष्ट रूप से मानना है कि जनता हमारे साथ है और हमारा साथ देगी. और हम तो भाजपा के लोगों को भी धन्यवाद देते हैं, शुभकामनाएं देते हैं. चलो, जनता दल यूनाइटेड को अपने साथ लिया.
उन्होंने कहा कि आपने मजबूर कर दिया उनको. किस चीज की मजबूरी थी ऐसी? क्या तर्क देंगे? उनके साथ के सहयोगी पूछ रहे हैं, तर्क क्या देंगे?
शिक्षा व्यवस्था में सुधार, जो अब तक नहीं हो पाया था। क्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशन, चिकित्सा में अस्पतालों को बेहतर करना, रोजगार देना, आर्थिक न्याय देना, स्वयं सहायता समूह के मानदेय को दुगुना कराना, पॉलिसीज लाना। तो इससे सोच रहे थे कि भाई ये नौजवान है, हम इतने साल से मुख्यमंत्री हैं, अब तक ये काम 17 सालों में भाजपा के साथ डबल इंजन में रह करके नहीं कर पाए, और ये डिप्टी सीएम होकर के इनकी राजद के मंत्रियों ने इतना काम कर दिया, तो ये पच नहीं रहा होगा।
आपका क्या रह गया इस सरकार में जो आपने 10 लाख की वादा किया, किस किस डिपार्टमेंट में बाकी रह गया जो आपने नहीं कर पाया?
लगभग हर जगह निपा लिया है। और हम आपको बता दें, पिछले 2 कैबिनेट से पब्लिक हेल्थ कैडर का फाइल इन लोगों ने रोक रखा है, जिसमें लगभग 1 लाख से भी ऊपर नियुक्तियां हैं। हम लोगों ने पास भी किया सारी चीजें, लेकिन ये लोग कैबिनेट में नहीं आने दे रहे, 2 कैबिनेट से नहीं आने दे रहे। चाहे आशा वर्कर का भी है, ये भी आने वाला है जल्दी। तो हम लोग तो देखिए काम में विश्वास रखते हैं। हम लोग तो रात भर घूम करके छापा भी मारने का काम किया है, कहीं कमी हो तो उसको दुरुस्त करने का काम किया है, ईमानदारी से काम किया, धर्म निभाया। लेकिन अभी तो खेला बाकी है। आज भले ही लोग ओथ ले लें, लेकिन कितना दिन ये लोग रहेंगे, इनको कुछ नहीं।
जनता के बीच में आप क्या कह कर जाएंगे, क्योंकि आपने बड़ा सही, आपने जैसा ने कहा कि संयम बरते, आपके तरफ से अभी तक कुछ नहीं कहा गया, सरकार गिर गई, तो अब आप क्या कहेंगे, क्योंकि लोग तो आपसे उम्मीद लगाए रखे थे।
सरकार हम लोगों ने बड़े उम्मीदों के साथ बनाया था, और किस उद्देश्य के साथ बनाया था वो नीतीश कुमार जी ने आपको उस समय बताने का भी काम किया। ये गए हैं, इन्होंने इसकी हत्या की है, तो जनता इसका जवाब देगी।
सम्राट चौधरी सर पे मुरेठा बांध के घूम रहे थे कि इनको,
अब देखिए अब इस पे क्या टिप्पणी, पुरानी बातें नहीं, काम की बात होनी चाहिए। कौन क्या कहता था, ये क्या हुआ नहीं हुआ, अब ये तो सारा इतिहास है। लेकिन हम तो आगे के बारे में सोच रहे हैं, और आगे यही है कि खेला भी बाकी है, और हम लोग मिल करके जो है, जो विजन के साथ आए हैं, उस विजन को हम लोग पूरा करेंगे, जनता के साथ।
सर एक सवाल, जिस तरीके से वो विधानसभा में भाषण दे रहे थे, जहां मंच पे जा रहे थे, कुछ ऐसे एक्टिविटी थी उनको लेकर जिसके लेकर पूरा बिहार में चर्चा था। आप क्योंकि उनके साथ कैबिनेट में रहे, मुख्यमंत्री रहे, हर जगह आप साथ में बैठे रहे।
आप तो जान ही रहे हैं, जब नीतीश कुमार जी हमारे साथ होते थे, मंच से हम लोग बातें करते थे, तो क्या क्या नहीं बोलते थे, कितना काम कर रहे हैं, ये काम हुआ। आज तक कभी नियुक्ति पत्र किसी सरकारों, बिहार सरकार नीतीश कुमार जी को बांटते हुए देखे थे क्या? हम आए तब ना बंटवाना शुरू किए, उसके बाद ना भारत सरकार बांटना शुरू किया। कोई ये सब भूलता है कोई?
बीजेपी को क्या कहेंगे? बीजेपी ने
शुभकामना है बीजेपी के लोगों को, बीजेपी के लोगों को शुभकामना। इससे ज्यादा भी हम,
इंडिया गठबंधन आपका खत्म हो गया एक तरह से।
अरे इंडिया गठबंधन मजबूत है, ठीक है, जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है।
उन्होंने कहा था कि हम मर जाएंगे, दोबारा बीजेपी के साथ नहीं जाएंगे, लेकिन एक बार फिर से वो पलटी मार दिए, पूरा देश पूछ रहा है।
नहीं, इस पे क्या बोलना, ज्यादा हमको नहीं कहना, इसमें जवाब जनता देगी।
खेला बाकी है, says RJD leader Tejasvi Yadav, the deputy chief minister of Bihar. खेला बाकी है. Rajat Sethi, you believe खेला बाकी है? That we haven't seen the last act yet, particularly because the RJD also may well sense an opportunity to now completely dominate the opposition space?
100%. I think we are heading towards a state of politics in Bihar where there will be 2 principal parties, the BJP and the RJD. It's just a matter of time. So I think net, what Tejasvi said was rather matured. He did not let his emotions take the front. It did not take primacy here, and he ensured that he, goes back on his singular promise of giving 10 lakh jobs to the people in Bihar. He would want to portray that as a success of whatever jobs that he's created, and he will go back to the public within a year's time from now. So net, we will see Nitish Kumar with a reduced base, much reduced base, BJP extracting its pound of flesh, ensuring that all the key portfolios are with the BJP and they are able to deliver on the poll promises and ensure that governance-wise they have something to talk to the public in 2025 elections.
Interesting that you believe that the battle will be between the RJD now and the BJP. That's the shape of Bihar politics. Interesting also that Prashant Kishore has been traveling across Bihar, the political analyst, trying to build a political movement which he believes will end this duopoly of politics of Lalu and Nitish over the last 30 years. Sanjay Jha, do you believe that that is, okay, we'll try and get back to him later, but Sanjay Singh, do you believe that that is possible, that eventually now politics of Bihar, the 2025 election will be RJD on one side, BJP on the other? All other parties will have to align with either of these two formations.
See, Rajdeep, there is a reality that post-2025 elections, assembly elections, Nitish Kumar perhaps would have gone into sunset, his political life, so to say. And there is a possibility that his party may splinter into some going to RJD, some coming to BJP, some going to Congress, and maybe some other leadership crops up. Once upon a time, Prashant Kishore, you were talking about Prashant Kishore. Nitish Kumar had made Prashant Kishore as vice president of his party, and many then saw him as successor of Nitish Kumar. And but then Prashant Kishore, as he is, Prashant Kishore is putting great deal of hard work, no doubts about that. He is traveling to various parts of the state. Somebody who has made it big in terms of building a narrative and making people win big. And he also has made money for himself through hard work. Somebody like that going to places, of course, resonates with people. But forming a political party and making that political party in Bihar, particularly somebody who comes from the upper, that would be something to be seen. At this moment, I practically would not go into...
I'm just stopping you at the moment because we are getting pictures of JP Nadda, who himself, of course, studied in Patna in his early years. Coming to Bihar, he has a strong relation with Bihar. You can see those images. He's there with Samrat Chaudhary, who's going to be the BJP's Deputy Chief Minister choice. Some say a surprise choice. And interestingly, Chirag Paswan also there. Remember, Chirag Paswan has had a battle with Nitish Kumar in the past, but now is part of the N.D.A. fold once again. So the BJP very conscious of trying to rebuild the same Gadbandhan that won them the 2019 elections. Bring Chirag Paswan, bring Nitish Kumar and the BJP on the same side. So those are the images coming in from Patna at the moment. The BJP going in for two deputy chief ministers, one of whom is Samrat Chaudhary, the other Vijay Kumar Sinha. And they are hoping that they can, in a way, restructure, as I said, the same coalition that won them 39 out of the 40 seats in Bihar in 2019. That's the primary goal of the BJP 2024 elections, to crowd out the opposition, to almost decimate the opposition. Rajiv Pratap Rudy, also BJP MP there present at the moment. That is Ram Kripal Yadav, another BJP leader, now once with Lalu Prasad, now of course with BJP. You have to be very careful in Bihar before you give party affiliations, since many of them have changed affiliations over the years. So all the BJP leaders now gathering there in Patna. Vinod Taude is the election in charge. He's from Maharashtra, but he's the party's election in charge there in Bihar. So the BJP gathering there for that oath-taking ceremony, which will take place about a half an hour from now. Let's also get in at the moment what the BJP leaders have been saying. Remember, Samrat Chaudhary has taken on Nitish Kumar in the past and had vowed, in fact, to ensure that Nitish Kumar is made to leave his chair. Now he'll be the Deputy Chief Minister. But Paulomi Saha, as we play those images, the very fact that Chirag Paswan is there gives the impression that the BJP wants to retain the very same Gadbandhan that won them the 2019 elections.
That's right. The BJP, of course, is trying to cobble together as many allies as is possible in Bihar to, of course, sweep through the state of Bihar for the Lok Sabha elections. Chirag Paswan, though, of course, grudgingly seems to have, in a sense, given his agreement to this alliance again with the JDU. Today, of course, he spoke with the media persons in Delhi before he flew out to Patna with JP Nadda. At that point of time, he was very clear and he said that हम देखेंगे कैसा काम करते हैं और फिर हम अपना समर्थन देंगे, नहीं तो हमारा विरोध जारी रहेगा. So that is what Chirag Paswan has said. Even Prince Raj,
Paswan have any options?
this is the Pashupati Paras faction of Mr. Ramvilas Paswan's party.
Does Chirag Paswan have any real options at the moment?
At the moment, no. Yes, that definitely is the problem as far as Chirag Paswan is concerned. But he's going to focus more on seat sharing negotiations as far as this is concerned. His entire focus is on that. And if he, of course, doesn't get his due share that he wants for his faction of the LJP, it remains to be seen what he does in terms of exploring that option. But clearly, he is left optionless as far as this entire situation is concerned. So he has, of course, grudgingly come on board and quite literally today with the BJP chief from Delhi to Patna. But yes, it's a similar sort of sentiment, though not as expressive as Chirag Paswan, his cousin brother Prince Raj, Pashupati Paras' son of the other faction of the LJP. He, of course, said that, he again made that comment saying it's a good thing he's back. Nitish Kumar is back with us because under the Mahagathbandhan, we were seeing again Jungle Raj 2.0 and the law and order situation had deteriorated, quite forgetting that Nitish Kumar was the chief minister then. Nitish Kumar will be the chief minister now as well.
Was there any move at all, Paulomi? There had been some talk that some BJP leaders were suggesting dissolve the assembly, let's go into polls, both state and general elections in May. Was that at all considered?
Well, as far as the BJP was concerned, no, they were not looking immediately at dissolving the assembly and holding the general elections and the Bihar state assembly elections at the same time. They wanted to focus on the elections, the Lok Sabha elections, and they wanted to build from there on, possibly get such a huge mandate in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections that basically paved the way for them to sweep through states as they came along, Haryana, Maharashtra by the end of the year, and then of course subsequently Bihar as well by the end of 2025. So that was of course their game plan. The dissolution of the Legislative Assembly, that fear existed amongst the JDU quarters, because yesterday I was speaking to a top JDU leader and the fear was that what if Nitish Kumar tenders in his resignation today, as is being demanded by the Bharatiya Janata Party, that you go ahead and first resign and then you get a letter of support. What if he tendered in his resignation and the BJP just pulls the plug and says, no, we're not going to give you a letter of support, and possibly, which means that they would then go ahead and dissolve the Legislative Assembly, forcing elections in the state of Bihar, fresh elections in the state of Bihar. That was a fear within the JDU camp. So they approached this entire alliance, it seemed like from a place of mistrust, but clearly, such is politics and such is the need as far as politics is concerned, which is all about winning elections. And now you see right behind me in Raj Bhavan, Bihar and JDU, Bihar BJP and JDU leaders going in one after the other for that oath-taking ceremony. Rajdeep.
And do we know how many BJP leaders will be sworn in and how many from the JDU? How many ministers in all are expected to be sworn in today?
Well, as far as ministers are concerned, other than, of course, the Chief Minister and the two Deputy Chief Ministers, there will be 6 other ministers who will be sworn in. So, aside from Mr. Nitish Kumar, the Chief Minister, the quota is such that there will be 3 from the BJP, which includes the 2 Deputy Chief Ministers, Samrat Chaudhary and Vijay Kumar Sinha. There will be Mr. Prem Kumar as well from the BJP quota. That's 3 from the BJP, 3 from the JDU. This is aside from the Chief Minister, 1 from HAM, Hindustani Awam Morcha, Morcha, and one independent MLA, Sumit Kumar Singh, who in fact was a minister in the Nitish government in the Mahagathbandhan as well, and he decided to stay with Nitish and side with Nitish whichever way Nitish went. So he's in the NDA fold now. He's extending his support to the NDA now, and he's going to be sworn in as a minister today as well. So 3 from BJP, 3 from JDU, 1 from HAM, 1 independent aside from the Chief Minister.
Interestingly, you mentioned HAM because the Hindustan Awam Morcha also of Jitin Ram Majhi has been dead against Nitish Kumar in the past. Jitin Ram Majhi was of course made Chief Minister by Nitish Kumar and then the two fell out. Now they are back again. So as I said, Bihar is a jalebi. You never know what direction those circles of Bihar politics take, but everything becomes a circle. Every wheel seems to come to an end. Rajendra Arlekar is a former Goa leader of the BJP who is now the governor of Bihar. He will be giving that vote taking in the Raj Bhavan. I want to at this moment go to Aditya, who is our correspondent joining us there from outside the Raj Bhavan. Aditya, what are, how many ministers in all? As Paulomi said, all sides are being represented in this cabinet new cabinet that is being formed. 2 deputy chief ministers. Can you give us, Aditya, some more information on these 2 individuals? What happened to Renu Devi? There was talk that she would be made the deputy chief minister. She was deputy chief minister last time. So clearly the BJP has decided on new names. Okay, we'll try and go to him, but interestingly, at that time there were, let's listen in fact to Renu Devi. Remember, she was the deputy chief minister last time and there was a sense that she, belonging to an EBC community, would be made deputy chief minister again as part of the BJP's caste arithmetic. Listen in to what Renu Devi had to say.
बड़ी बात है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी हमेशा बिहार का अच्छा सोचती है और बिहार में जो अभी चरम महागठबंधन जाने के बाद में जो अभी चरम सीमा पर आप देखे होंगे क्राइम बढ़ा हुआ था, चाहे और भी कुछ जो देख रहे हैं, हमारी जनता त्रस्त हो रही थी, उस सब को देखते हुए भारतीय जनता पार्टी आज समर्थन है।
Interesting there, Renu Devi saying that crime had risen in Bihar and hence they will bring the situation back in order. But Rajdeep, you're with the Congress party. Where does the Congress party fit in all this? Till yesterday there were rumors that some congressmen could also join hands with Nitish Kumar. Are you confident that the Congress will hold together in Bihar?
There are rumors. I gave you an example of 4 parties that have already left the Bharatiya Janata Party, the non-democratic alliance. And there are rumors that 4 more are to follow very soon before the Lok Sabha election. And now that Mr. Kumar has gone into the non-democratic alliance, Rajdeep, this would prove out to be the fatal blow delivered to N.D.A. by the gentleman himself, who has an expertise of doing political gymnasts. This will go down as the fatal blow that will be delivered to the non-democratic alliance, since these both parties, JDU and the BJP, have a lot of similarities. One similarity is that both of them had said categorically that we won't be joining hands with the JDU, the BJP said. And the JDU said, no matter what happens, we won't join hands with the Bharatiya Janata Party. So when they do such gymnasts, when they make such U-turns of 360 degrees, they end up exposing themselves, they end up exposing their ideologies, and they tell the people of India that we cannot be trusted. Our words have zero value. We have no credibility at all whatsoever. And that's when they lose the trust in that's when the public loses trust in them. And therefore, that is going to be the reason as to why the NDA is going to be ousted. Number 2, there's one thing for sure, Rajdeep, that JDU has to be given a congratulations for setting a world record of changing alliances, of changing parties, of changing hands. And this only goes on to suggest one thing, that the NDA and the JDU, they both cater to their self-interest. And since the Bharatiya Janata Party had to adopt to this approach, Rajdeep, it goes on to suggest that the NDA is afraid of the India alliance. Therefore, First, Operation Lotus. Second, 2/3 of the India MPs were targeted in the parliament when 150 MPs were suspended. You remember, 50% in Rajya Sabha and 33% in Lok Sabha. Now this happens. And all of this suggests that the NDA is afraid of the India Alliance, that there is anxiety among the NDA qua the India Alliance. And as far as Mr. Kumar's concerns, requirements, ambitions go, I'd like to know from the Bharatiya Janata Party, the spokesperson is here, would he be made the face of the NDA? Would he be made the convener of it? Would he be the PM face in NDA? Because, the Bharatiya Janata Party should definitely be asked this question. They should shed some light over this issue, because I know it for a fact that sometimes when people go for over-ambition, go for over-hunger, it ends up, not promoting them, but demoting them. ये ना हो कि प्रधानमंत्री के चक्कर में मुख्यमंत्री से भी मुख्यमंत्री के पद से भी नीतीश कुमार जी को हाथ धोने पड़ जाए.
Okay, so you're saying don't trust the BJP. The Congress is saying the BJP has exposed itself with its power politics. Rajat Sethi, you've said the BJP has taken a calculated gamble. Presumably, Narendra Modi, Amit Shah have taken into account all these factors, that while the optics may be that the India alliance is collapsing, the optics also are that the BJP will do anything to stay on in power or control the narrative. Do you believe that that matters at all in Indian politics? Whether Nitish Kumar has done his Paltu Ram gymnastics 9 times, does the average voter really, does he really care about it?
No. The average voter, beyond looking at what welfare schemes that the government has, beyond that, it doesn't matter much. For political analysts and for connoisseurs of politics as such, this might they would want to draw morality out of it. They would want to draw pragmatism out of it. All of those things, but those are plain analysis. It doesn't mean much. And I think at the end of the day, what for democracy, what you would essentially want is that the opposition remains strong. Sadly here, and I was just hearing the Congress spokesperson speak, and I was astonished. Throughout his analysis, there was absolutely zero introspection. There was zero sense of understanding that wherever Rahul Gandhi is going in his yatra, it was first of all a unilateral yatra. They did not take any of his alliance partners together, and whichever state they're ending up, they are losing one alliance after the other. This was a time when Rahul Gandhi could have suspended his yatra, re-looked at it, redesigned, recrafted his strategy, and come up with a different narrative, or perhaps made a special outreach to the alliance partners. Nothing of that sort happened. And the only, who comes out matured in this thing is perhaps Tejasvi much more than Rahul Gandhi. He look at his position. He's ensuring that, in the coming days, he would want to unilaterally occupy the opposition space and carry on with his politics. That's how a mature politician should look like.
Interesting.
The same thing goes in Maharashtra as well. That's where the second bastion of the India Alliance remains. Today, Uddhav Thackeray has unilaterally said that we are going with 23 seats. Akhilesh has said that we are going to only offer you 11 seats. These leaders have been waiting ad nauseum for Congress to come in and lay out its plan of action. But these people are wasting time.
Okay.
They don't. Let's leave it. Doesn't have time at hand. It's already February now, almost there, and they are the ones who are worrying that this is the time for us to hit the road. And this person is in Meghalaya, Manipur, and all, and he's not even looking at what is going to happen in those states where bulk of the numbers are going to come from. And I'm telling you this: Congress is staring at 0 seats from entire North India.
Okay.
Anywhere above Vindhyas, they won't get a single seat, not even Sonia Gandhi's own seat. That's the state of affairs of Congress.
We'll wait and see whether the Congress is absolutely decimated in this election, or whether Now, I'll let you respond. Just let me take a break there. I'll let you respond about the Congress's need also for some Atma Chintan. But let's take a break. Plenty more up ahead. You're watching our special coverage on the Bihar political potboiler. Back in a moment.
You are watching India Today.
A special coverage this Sunday of all the political drama that's playing out in Bihar, where the state will get, well, a new government, but the same old Chief Minister Nitish Kumar set to be sworn in for a 9th time. The headlines. Nitish Kumar quits as Chief Minister of the Mahagathbandhan, now stakes claim to form a government with the BJP. Fresh oath at 5 p.m. Nitish claims the situation in the Mahagathbandhan wasn't right, hence he quit it. The Nitish BJP Bihar pact finalized. BJP to get 2 deputy chief ministers and a speaker's post. Samrat Chaudhary, Vijay Kumar top contenders for deputy chief minister's post. As RJD loses the Bihar Game of Thrones, the India allies attack Nitish Kumar, claim he's betrayed the mandate of the allies. Nitish's palti, a big blow for the India bloc before the 2024 elections. Opposition loses its senior leader, Rahul Gandhi mum. Congress's Jairam Ramesh fires a chameleon jibe at Nitish. INS Visakhapatnam helps rescue burning British vessel attacked by Houthis in the Red Sea. 22 Indians on board rescued. Bihar politics is the art of the possible, and no one seems to know it better when it comes to making moves on the chessboard than Nitish Kumar. For the 9th time in the last 2 decades, Nitish Kumar will be shortly sworn in as Chief Minister of Bihar, having returned once again to the I.N.D.A. fold and stitched up an alliance with the BJP for the 4th time. Remember, Nitish Kumar had left in 2022 to join hands with the RJD and Congress and had even been a driving force of the opposition India alliance. But all that, it seems, is in the past as Nitish makes another ghar wapsi to the BJP fold. Take a look.
अरे इसलिए नौबत हुई है कि ठीक नहीं चल रहा था, तो वही सब लोगों की राय, अपने पार्टी के लोगों की राय, चारों तरफ से राय आ रही थी, तो हमने सब लोगों की बात को सुन लिया। तो इसीलिए आज हमने इस्तीफा दे दिया। अब ये जो भी सरकार थी वो समाप्त कर दिया गया। अभी हम जो पहले गठबंधन को छोड़ के नए गठबंधन बनाए थे, और जो नया गठबंधन 1.5 महीना से बनाए थे, 1.5 साल से, तो यहाँ पर भी जो स्थिति इधर आकर के ठीक नहीं लगी है, और जिस तरह से लोगों का दावा हो रहा था, जो इतना मेहनत किया जाता था कि वही लोग ये सब काम कर रहे हैं, वो सब जरा धीरे धीरे लोगों को खराब लग रहा था। आज जो कुछ होगा तभी आप लोग रहिएगा, अभी रहिएगा, बाकी लोग आ जाएंगे और उसमें क्या लोग कहते हैं तो सबका बात सुन लीजिएगा, और उसके बाद जो कुछ भी होगा तो भी जान लीजिएगा।
Well, Rajat, there you have Nitish Kumar doing his political gymnastics once again, trying to explain the decision he's taken to once again return to the BJP fold. We still have Sanjay Singh, senior journalist with us, Rajat Sethi, political commentator, Sanjay Jha, political commentator, also I know to be a proud Bihari, joining us. Arshpreet Khadial is spokesperson of the Congress. Let's get in first reaction. Sanjay Jha, what's your sense? Who do you hold responsible for what's gone wrong? The Congress and its many failings, or the India alliance on one side, or simply that the BJP knows when to strike, or that Nitish is the ultimate power politician?
Rajdeep, I think let's cut to the chase here. Who is the beneficiary of Nitish Kumar moving out of the I.N.D.I.A alliance? It's definitely the BJP. We all know that for Bihar is an extremely critical state for 2024. Nitish curated the I.N.D.I.A alliance. Obviously, he was fully aware that this was his last chance at making a statement for himself in New Delhi. He destabilized a stable government with the BJP. I.N.D.I.A alliance was, let's be honest about it, was his real concept. I mean, he drove that. You know, Rajdeep, let's be real. We are talking about 2024 stakes. At the moment, post this departure, you know, one can call him Paltu Ram, political football, whatever. The truth, as you have rightly said, and many people have pointed out, that he has damaged his credibility. I agree. But for this time, I will make an exception to accusing Nitish Kumar of playing his usual flip-flop politics. And I'll tell you why. He curated the I.N.D.I.A alliance. It started in the Patna summit. Between September to December, the largest political party in the coalition, the Congress, did not take any initiative whatsoever. And by the way, you know that I support the Congress party, but I believe the party is singularly responsible for allowing a drift to happen. What was he asking for, Rajdeep? He wanted to be a convener, not to be a prime ministerial face. He just said, let me be the one in charge of structuring the entire India alliance together. Why was the Congress and the other alliance partners pussyfooting around on that simple request? It would have given him some kind of a prima donna status within the India alliance. And frankly speaking, I'm sure that at this moment, even as we talk, I don't think Nitish Kumar is born yesterday. He's a seasoned political veteran. He knows that he's being called all kinds of nasty names as a joke on Indian politics, but he's self-destroyed himself as well. Prashant Kishore, when he said that probably Nitish is not even going to be in the running the 2025 assembly elections, is absolutely right. So Nitish has been forced to join a winning side because the side that he wanted to be part of a winning combination of did not show the passion, the grit, or the hunger to make it win.
Okay, let's Nitish Kumar in the past. So the BJP, while joining hands with Nitish, is also making it clear that they will choose as their deputy chief minister this time not someone like Sushil Modi, who was seen to be close to Nitish, but someone who's seen more in the nature of a political hardliner. Chirag Paswan there, also an ally of the I.N.D.A. at the Raj Bhavan. Ravi Shankar Prasad, the MP from Patna, also seen there in those visuals. So the BJP now all set for Nitish Kumar's record 9th oath-taking ceremony, and the new ministers have started arriving at the Raj Bhavan. About 8 ministers, we are told, will take the oath at 5 p.m. today. Rohit Singh, our correspondent, is at the Raj Bhavan. Rohit, give us a sense of how the BJP leaders particularly are seeing this, and the JDU leaders. Are they is the mood celebratory, or is the mood less celebratory than otherwise it might have been because of the circumstances in which the swearing in is taking place today?
Well, Rajdeep, you are right. It seems that because of the present circumstances that there has been a reconciliation that has taken place between BJP and JDU, but how long this will continue, nobody knows, because at the helm of affairs, it's again Nitish Kumar, who is famous for his paltis, as we have been saying for the last couple of days. But inside the Raj Bhavan, you can see that several leaders from the BJP and the Janata Dal United have already arrived, and interestingly, Chirag Paswan, who appeared to be miffed at the beginning, he has also arrived. He has come to Patna along with JP Nadda, and he has arrived at Raj Bhavan a short while back, and you can see pictures there. If we could show you, Chirag Paswan is there in his shawl, which he usually dons, and several BJP leaders. Sushil Modi is here, Ravi Shankar Prasad, Rudy, and Samrat Chaudhary with his saffron pagri, which he had promised that he will take it out only when he dislodges Nitish Kumar as the Bihar Chief Minister. He has also arrived. He will be taking oath as a Deputy Chief Minister today. So it's now everyone is waiting for Chief Minister Nitish Kumar to arrive, and then the governor, and then exactly at 5 o'clock what we are being told that the swearing in ceremony will begin, but it will be the 9th swearing in ceremony as far as Nitish Kumar is concerned, a record for any Chief Minister of sorts. And you can see now the governor is just about to arrive, and Nitish Kumar will be arriving very shortly, and for the record 9th time he will be taking oath as the Chief Minister of Bihar, and this time again in the company of and in alliance with BJP. And clearly, because of the Lok Sabha election, it seems that there has been a reconciliation that has taken place. BJP also knew the importance of Nitish Kumar as far as vote bank is concerned. And Nitish Kumar was also under pressure, as we have been learning from sources that a lot of MPs who from the Janata Dal United, almost 80% of them had won by defeating RJD candidates. So many JDU MPs were also pressurizing Nitish Kumar to return back to BJP so that they could retain their constituency, retain their seats when the Lok Sabha elections happen. And there Vijay Sinha, another vocal voice, another one who has been vehemently opposing Nitish Kumar. He has also arrived, sitting next to Samrat Chaudhary, and both these leaders for the BJP, Samrat Chaudhary and Vijay Sinha, Rajdeep, they have been really going very critical about Nitish Kumar and his style of functioning ever since Nitish Kumar broke ties with BJP way back in 2022. But now it seems that the BJP, in order to cool them down, just to pacify them, have offered deputy CM posts, and they have agreed to it. And both of them, who are considered to be staunch opponents of Nitish Kumar, are now his deputy chief minister. So that is very interesting, and will be very interesting to see how the government also functions. So we are inside the Raj Bhavan, giving you live pictures of the swearing-in ceremony of Chief Minister Nitish Kumar for the 9th time. All the leaders who will be sworn in as the ministers have arrived. Jitana Majhi has also arrived. His son is being sworn in today. He was the minister in the last government also. In fact, with the last government, yes. And everyone is waiting now for Nitish Kumar to arrive, and then for the governor to arrive, and then the swearing-in ceremony will start, Rajdeep.
Swearing-in ceremony expected in about 10 minutes from now. At 5 p.m. was what we were told. Most of the dignitaries have arrived, at least 8 ministers to be sworn in, along with Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. We expect, of course, more ministers to be sworn in post this initial swearing-in ceremony that's taking place at the moment. The mood is not celebratory as much as it is almost reconciled to the fact that whatever happens in Bihar, Nitish Kumar remains the Chief Minister. That's been his hallmark. This will be his 9th inning, which is a bit of a record in Indian politics. Also, 3rd time within the same term is also a bit of a record. So Nitish Kumar making records, some would say, for all the wrong reasons, but his supporters will say, of course, that Nitish is proving that he is the cat with 9 lives, and that politics in Bihar can't move forward without Nitish Kumar. Critics have said, "Aisa koi saga nahi jisko Nitish ne thaga nahi," and his supporters say, well, the opposition keeps changing in Bihar, but the government, in terms of the Chief Minister, always remains the same. Nitish Kumar, in that sense, one of the great survivors of Indian politics, clearly. Those visuals, as we said, coming in from the Raj Bhavan there in Patna. I'm joined at this moment here in the studio. Rahul Kanwal's taken a bit of a Sunday break, and he's back in the studio. That's right, that's what I said, a couple of hours in the afternoon, but he's back now, Rahul. In Indian politics, unfortunately, they seem to not take their Sundays seriously.
And
therefore, a lot of this happens on Sunday.
That's going on, Rajdeep.
That's right.
But the grandmasters of Indian chess are running circles around the I.N.D.I.A alliance. It seems like a ragtag coalition that can't even figure which move to make on the chessboard, while they're being outthought, outmaneuvered, outgunned by the Bharatiya Janata Party. The verdict in 2024 was never really in doubt. The question now, Rajdeep, really is, can they beat Rajiv Gandhi's record of 1984? The BJP, sometimes it turns out to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. They're convincing themselves first at the highest levels, then their karyakartas, their booth workers, that this can be done. They're thinking big, while the I.N.D.I.A alliance just seems to be coming away at the seams.
Look, I think it is a bit of psychological intimidation when the BJP says mission 400 up ki bar, 400 par. You look at the numbers, they don't really add up at the moment.
No, but 300 in Uttar Pradesh was thought impossible. 250 was thought impossible. So I'm saying that's how they're trying to generate belief that we can do this.
Sure. Look, it's both ways. They thought they would get 200 in Bengal. They didn't. They fell at 75. There have been occasions where it's worked, occasions where it hasn't worked. I think the BJP's basic game is there's a pragmatism in their politics. They have decided whatever happens, we have to win 2024 by a big margin, to the point where the opposition is thoroughly defeated and demoralized. That's the aim. Even what you're seeing here in Bihar, it's not even for 2025. 2025 is 20 months away. Who knows what happens in Bihar next? But for 2024, they want to safeguard a state where they won 39 out of 40 seats. Rahul, there were 4 states that the BJP felt, I think, that they were in trouble in 2024. One was Bihar, One was Maharashtra, one was Karnataka, one was Bengal. These were the 4 states where there were potential double-digit losses. What have they done? Karnataka tied up with H.D. Kumaraswamy, shored up their Lingayat base, even bringing back Yediyurappa in a sense through his son as the face of the party once again. Jagdish Shettar is back also in the fold. In Maharashtra, what did they do? First broke the Shiv Sena, then this year, middle of last year, broke the NCP, thereby strengthening their alliance. What have they done in Bengal? In Bengal, I think somewhere they've tried to ensure that Mamata Banerjee is weakened by the string of cases that she and her ministers certainly face, and thereby sort of strengthening themselves. The alliance between TMC and Congress also not working. And now in Bihar, where Nitish has come back. So the BJP is working to a plan. The India alliance is only reacting, and in most cases not even reacting, as we've seen with what's really happened in Bihar in the last few days.
You're seeing live images of Nitish Kumar's cavalcade heading towards the Raj Bhavan. This is the 9th time that Nitish Kumar will be sworn in. He's done 6 somersaults. Rajdeep, could this be his last, or could there be 1 or 2 more? Prashant Kishore did a press conference where he says 6 months after the Lok Sabha, like within 6 months of the Lok Sabha results, Nitish will be back to the RJD fold.
Look, we don't know what Nitish Kumar will do. He's also playing his politics election by election. For him, at the moment 2024, he felt he wanted to be on the winning side. That's why he's done what he has to. 2025 kisne dekha, it's, you know, Patna Durast in a way. So I think Nitish Kumar and the BJP are playing election by election.
No, but let's spend a moment, Rajdeep, thinking about the mental makeup of Nitish Kumar. You know, I've both spent a fair amount of time with him. He always wants to come across as a purposeful, sincere, hard-working leader. And yet all these somersaults that he's doing, which would make Nadia Comaneci look pale in comparison, where does he think he stands? You know that he's worried about his political legacy. He's worried about how the people of Bihar and the rest of the country think about him. And yet he's making himself out to be a bit of a political joke.
You know, I think, Rahul, that's a... I remember Nitish Kumar from the days when he was Sushasan Babu. When he came taking on Lalu...
He still thinks he's Sushasan Babu.
No, you know, when he felt that he was taking on Lalu's so-called Jungle Raj. Look at Nitish Kumar 2005 to, I would say, around 2012. For 7 years, genuinely there's an improvement in law and order. He focuses on roads, on infrastructure. And you go there, Nitish Kumar invokes positive vibes among the Aam Aadmi of Bihar. Then Narendra Modi in 2013 becomes the BJP's choice for Prime Minister candidate. That's when Nitish's politics changes. Because suddenly he decides to break away from the BJP. And since then, Rahul, I think Nitish has been wandering around, hoping for a national role, but at the same time conscious of sort of dominating power politics in Bihar. You'll recall he made Jitin Ram Majhi Chief Minister, but eventually took the chair for himself. So Nitish Kumar, since 2013, has become a much more insecure politician, a politician obsessed with retaining power in Bihar at all costs, where means don't matter, the ends do. Sankarshan Thakur, who's a biographer of Nitish, has a lovely line. For Nitish Kumar, it's not a call to conscience, his conscience is on call. जो भी है उसके साथ जुड़ना है. And I think thereby he's diluted his political equity, but at the same time, because he has a 10-15% vote share, Rahul, both parties, RJD and BJP, have quoted him from time to time. And I think he's used that to his advantage, but he's diminished his political legacy in a way to Bihar, which is unfortunate. Because, you know, you thought he was a leader at one stage who could perhaps have national aspirations. That's gone. I think that chapter is over forever. Whatever else he does from now, no one will take him seriously nationally. He may still be relevant to Bihar, Rahul, but nationally he's over.
You've seen the 1998 Hollywood rom-com. There's something about Mary. Well, in Bihar, there's something about Nitish. Everybody wants to be on board with Nitish Kumar. Rohit Singh joins us. You're seeing on your screen right now images from inside the Raj Bhavan. Nitish Kumar, all suited, booted, coming for his 9th swearing in. Rohit, describe the scenes that you're seeing. The BJP camp, they're mighty jubilant. Nitish looks pleased. He's happiest between relationships. Never happy being in a relationship. When he's just broken up, about to begin his next marriage, that's when Nitish seems happiest. These are live images from the oath-taking ceremony when Nitish Kumar and his group of ministers, the 3 BJP leaders 3 from the Janata Dal United, there is 1 from the Hindustani Awam Morcha, and there is 1 independent who's now on board with this alliance. 128 out of 243. 123, remember, is the magic mark. So just a little bit more than that, but enough to stay in power.
It's all about power for Nitish at the moment. And as I said, Rahul, I think that's diminished his political legacy and his contribution.
What was the moment when Nitish decided, okay, enough is enough, let's do another palti?
You know, I was told, and this is from sources in the JDU, that around October, November itself, Nitish had become restive. The India Alliance wasn't holding meetings, wasn't announcing him as a convener, didn't seem to be moving ahead. The Congress was focusing on the assembly election results. And then a meeting takes place of the India Alliance in Delhi, where Mamata Banerjee and Arvind Kejriwal suddenly spring up Mr. Kharge as chairperson. And nobody mentioned Nitish Kumar. And if you recall, when a press conference was held after that meeting in Delhi, Nitish was not there. So I think Nitish Kumar has been looking at this for the last 4 months. Not just Nitish, it's the people around him. The two names being mentioned most frequently are those of Sanjay Jha, once close to Arun Jaitley, who had started off in the BJP, now is virtually Nitish's shadow, and Ashok Chaudhary, who was with the Congress, and in Nitish's number is the other one, Nitish Trust. They are the ones who decide. Nitish's own mental health, you know, there are serious worries about Nitish's illness that people have expressed. He tends to, you know, he's not the same. And therefore, people around him are taking some of these decisions. But I think in October, once the India Alliance had not made up its mind on who will be the convener, and Nitish decided enough is enough, I don't think the Congress has any chance in these in the 2024 polls. I might as well hitch up to the BJP, which is going to win 2024 and be on the winning side. He wants to be on the winning side.
No matter what. No matter
absolutely.
Who is in bed with him, he wants to be sleeping with whoever is winning. JP Nadda, the BJP president, just walked into the oath-taking ceremony venue. Remember, he's a Himachal boy, but he studied in Patna, studied at the St. Xavier's School, then did his BA from the Patna College, Patna University, and LLB later from Himachal Pradesh. So he spent a lot of time, thinks of him, has lots of stories to tell about his time in school and college on the streets of Patna and the student politics he did over there. Also pay attention to who's not there. Home Minister Amit Shah isn't there. That's the uncle of Chirag Paswan, Pashupati Paras, who is officially in charge of the Lok Janshakti Party. Rajdeep, I met him on the flight to Ayodhya. He was sitting right next to where we were. And he said, I said, so how are you going? Nobody from the government seems to be invited. He said, well, I'm in charge of the LJP. The interesting thing is it's Chirag Paswan who flew with Nadda on the charter to Patna. They will have to fix that out, because when I asked him, can there be a rapprochement? He says, no way. No way can there be a rapprochement.
No, but what options does a Chirag Paswan have? And again, I think what the BJP is doing, as I call it, pragmatic politics. Even if the 3-4% that Chirag Paswan brings to the table, and I think they've recognized that he, not his uncle, is the one who's taking forward his father's legacy, bring him along. Jitin Ram Majhi from the Hindustan Awam Morcha broke with Nitish Kumar. He too is one of his ministers, will be part of this government. So the BJP wants to create an umbrella coalition of the kind they created in 2019 that won 39 out of the 40 seats in Bihar. And just repeat that process and somehow or the other marginalize the Mahagathbandhan. I think there are two winners today. One, of course, is Nitish Kumar, because Jo Jeeta Wo Sikandar. The other, interestingly, in a strange way, I think, is going to be Tejasvi Yadav. Because Tejasvi Yadav will now become the sole occupant of the opposition space. And there is a substantial opposition space.
No, but if it's just 35%, that's not enough. Look at the rainbow coalition they've got on the other side. Rajendra Arlekar is here, governor of Bihar. In a few moments from now, he'll begin administering the oath of office, and as is often the case in Bihar, things are quite chaotic. They're noisy and chaotic, and Rajendra Arlekar will just begin administering the oath of office. But Rajdeep, just the Muslims and the Yadavs and some EBCs aren't enough. Tejasvi becomes leader only if, like Nitish, he can get the backward caste apart from just the Muslims and the Yadavs.
You're right. With one caveat, I think this step eventually in the next 18 months, and I think the BJP also knows it, is leading to the withering away of the JDU. The JDU is going to be a sharply declining force, and eventually elections in Bihar will become more and more bipolar. RJD plus whoever they have on their side, including some JDU MLAs who by the next election may well switch to the RJD, some of them from EBCs, and the BJP. You see, remember, Rahul, BJP, this is the only state whether BJP has never led the government. BJP has not had a single, in North India, in the Hindi heartland, Bihar is the only state where there has been no BJP-led government. So the BJP is also is using Nitish in the hope that eventually we capture the entire JDU base and we become #1 party. They've tried it in the past, it's not worked. But my sense is every palti that Nitish Kumar makes diminishes him to the point where he will eventually become irrelevant and you will have politics maybe by 2025.
He has no succession plan in the Janata Dal.
No succession plan, nothing. The party, some will go to the BJP, some will go to the RJD. Prashant Kishore will look at this possibly as an opportunity to emerge. It may take time, but as a third fall. I think Bihar is ready, Rahul, after 30 years of this Lalu Nitish duopoly, for possibly some alternative.
There he is, Nitish Babu, back on stage for the 9th time. He's looking happy, Rajdeep. You know, he's happiest when he's just broken off in one relationship and just about to join the other. He looked relieved. Last several weeks when we've been seeing him, he's had a scowl, he's been frowning, he's been looking grumpy and unhappy. This is when he's happiest. Recently divorced, about to get married.
Absolutely, you know, and I think it is a remark. You know, he's a remarkable survivor of Indian politics. He should write a book to tell us the art of survival. But let's listen in.
मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा। मैं बिहार राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक और शुद्ध अंतःकरण से निर्वहन करूंगा तथा मैं भय या पक्षपात, अनुराग या द्वेष के बिना सभी प्रकार के लोगों के प्रति संविधान और विधि के अनुसार न्याय करूंगा। मैं नीतीश कुमार सत्यनिष्ठा से प्रतिज्ञान करता हूं कि जो विषय बिहार राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में मेरे विचार के लिए लाया जाएगा अथवा मुझे ज्ञात होगा और किसी व्यक्ति या व्यक्तियों को सबसे सिवाय, जबकि ऐसे मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में अनेक कर्तव्यों के सम्यक निर्वहन के लिए ऐसा करना अपेक्षित होगा, मैं प्रत्यक्ष अथवा अप्रत्यक्ष रूप से संसूचित या प्रकट नहीं करूंगा।
Nitish Kumar, you know, when you're being sworn in for the 9th time, I wonder whether you get a new bandgala or you say purana wala nikalna. You know, there's no time to get another one, and who knows, you may be back again.
Rahul, it's not just 9, it's the 3rd time in the last 3 years. And that, I think, is some kind of a record. I've been trying to look.
Sabka saath, sabka vikas.
That's right.
In the truest sense of the word.
Can anyone in the same term, you know, Devendra Fadnavis, for example, has been sworn in as Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister over the last 3 years. That's different posts. Here, the same individual is being sworn in as Chief Minister in 3 different formations within the space of 3 years. That surely must be some kind of record in Indian politics.
But the other thing is, Lalu Yadav is seen as the political joker of sorts in Bihar. I mean, he has this jestful kind of image and people think, okay, he can do some jokery. Actually, it is Nitish Kumar who's done all these stunts. Lalu, to his credit for what it's worth, has stuck true to his ideological convictions. Whereas it's Nitish Kumar who, during his college university politics and in his initial years in politics, tried to convey a more sober image. He's the one who's been more playful.
Absolutely. You know, even his mentor, George Fernandes, was eventually seemingly isolated, marginalized by Nitish Kumar.
Sharad Yadav, he does the same to everyone.
Sharad Yadav, in fact, was someone, an old JDU leader was telling me that Nitish would, you know, saw Sharad Yadav as an early mentor. But Sharad Yadav was eventually isolated or driven out. So was George Fernandes was marginalized. Nitish Kumar has had this history of betraying a number of people, but he survives. You know, the others lose out, and he continues in that post. How many people could say that with 15% of the vote, getting 40-45 seats out of 240, you still remain the Chief Minister of a state? That doesn't happen too often.
Now the other ministers will be sworn in.
निम्नांकित व्यक्तियों को बिहार राज्य का मंत्री एवं मंत्रिपरिषद का सदस्य नियुक्त करते हैं। श्री सम्राट चौधरी,
sworn in. Massive round of applause there. He's a Kushwaha leader coming from the Kori caste. He's the effort that the BJP was making as a counterfoil to Nitish Kumar. Comes from a politically influential family. He went on record to say, I won't take off my saffron pagdi till the time I dislodge Nitish Kumar as Chief Minister. I wonder whether he has that pagdi on or off.
No, the pagdi is very much on. We saw him a few minutes ago and his pagdi is very much on. And that in a way, I think reveals also the BJP's change in strategy. You will recall, Rahul, in the first 10 years when Nitish was in power, his Deputy Chief Minister was Sushil Kumar Modi, with whom Nitish had an excellent relationship. And Sushil Kumar Modi was happy to pay subordinate role to a Nitish Kumar. Now with Samrat Chaudhary, you've got someone who's taken on Nitish Kumar in the assembly, outside the assembly, directly attacked him. Moment you bring in a Samrat Chaudhary as your Deputy Chief Minister, I think the BJP is sending out a message, yes, we're making Nitish Kumar the Chief Minister, but our core members who've taken Nitish Kumar will now work with Nitish Kumar, and they will in a sense become the face of the BJP for the future. So you're seeing potentially a future face of the BJP in Bihar, in Samrat Chaudhary. He carries that aura, that charisma. He's someone who's willing to take the battle, as it were, into the enemy camp. So interesting the shift from a Sushil Kumar to a Modi to a Samrat Chaudhary.
Also keep in mind that Samrat Chaudhary joined the BJP only 6 years ago. So he was earlier with the Janata Dal United, he'd been with the RJD.
That's right.
He's just come. So like was the case in Assam, where they brought in a Himanta Biswa Sarma, made him Chief Minister. Before him, Sarbandar Sonowal was Chief Minister, who was again an import from Assam student politics. Samrat Chaudhary also, because he has the right caste and community, is actually an import who's been given the pride of place rather than one of their long-time stalwarts.
That plus, as I said, I think the fact that the BJP has realized that we cannot be now in a Nitish Kumar government when Nitish Kumar calls the shots. You see, when Sushil Modi was Deputy Chief Minister, those 10 years were seen as the years where the BJP was content playing a secondary role. The BJP almost has twice as many MLAs as JDU has in Bihar. The BJP, ironically, this time, as in Maharashtra, is playing, is not getting the Chief Minister's post, even though they have more MLAs than the allies. But they will make sure now, with a Fadnavis in Maharashtra and a Samrat Chaudhary in Bihar, that the BJP calls the shots now.
In the last N.D.A. government, Samrat Chaudhary was the Panchayati Raj Minister. Panchayati Raj Minister in the last N.D.A. government under Nitish Kumar. He was Minister in the Rajdeep Devi government from 2000 till she was voted out of power. So he's won 2 terms in the Bihar Assembly from Parvata. And these were on an RJD ticket. So here's a man who's really been, as the Ganga traverses through Bihar, he's been on different islands, whether it's the RJD, the JDU, and now the BJP, and also the pragmatism of the BJP to accept somebody who's a rank outsider.
You see, that's the thing, the difference between the BJP, I think, of the of the Modi-Shah era compared to the Advani-Vajpayee era. Advani-Vajpayee era was about emotion. Sushil Kumar Modi had been a student leader, had fought for years. He was seen as the face of the BJP. We are going to take him, make him Deputy Chief Minister. With Samrat Chaudhary, we've got someone who's come in from the outside, JDU, RJD, but we have no problem making him our face because we think he can deliver Bihar for us in the future. I think it's that pragmatism and that, that ends matter, the means don't. Maybe Nitish Kumar has attacked us over the last few months. So what? Today we need him to win 2024.
Interesting nugget. Samrat Chaudhary's father, Shakuni Chaudhary, was actually a close associate of Lalu Prasad Yadav.
And I knew him
one
well.
of the founding members of the Samta party. So there is some history there. He's gone and sat. And remember now these two gentlemen, especially Samrat, has been gunning for Nitish Kumar at every single opportunity.
That's that's going to be interesting. The two of them are, it was even in the car that drove to the Raj Bhavan, Samrat Chaudhary was sitting in the front seat and Nitish Kumar in the back seat. It was almost as if, Nitish Kumar will now eventually have to accept a subordinate role at some stage to Samrat Chaudhary. Imagine someone who's in the floor of the assembly said virtually said the most derogatory words used to you, saying Nitish is mentally unfit, he should be put in a hospital, is now your Deputy Chief Minister. I think there's a messaging there. BJP is taking Nitish Kumar, but on their terms.
This is the RSS blue blood. Vijay Kumar Sinha. He's a Bhumihar leader. He's been leader of the opposition so far in the Bihar Assembly. He's been member from Lakhisarai from 2005. Was Speaker of the Bihar Legislative Assembly in 2022. He resigned after the no confidence motion. He comes from the genuine Sangh Parivar. So unlike Samrat Chaudhary, who's an import from the outside, Vijay Sinha is the new generation of the BJP. Like you've seen Mohan Yadav being projected in Madhya Pradesh, Vijay Sinha is the leader who was groomed from within and brought out. Now, whether he's up to the task, the last two they had, Tarakeshwar and Ms. Devi, didn't do well enough. So the last two deputy CMs turned out not so bright. Now let's see whether the new deputy CMs can do better.
You see, there's a generational shift taking place in the BJP in Bihar. You'll remember for the longest time, it wasn't just Sushil Kumar Modi. There was Ravi Shankar Prasad, there was Ashwini Chaubey, there was Rajiv Pratap Rudy, some of whom are there as members of parliament, but none of them are anymore the face of the party. The face of the party is now people whom they think can become leaders for the next 10-20 years. So in Bihar, what you're seeing in Vijay Sinha and in Samrat Chaudhary is a generational change. Also, you're right, Renu Devi, for example, many expected her to continue as a deputy chief minister.
Job. They tried her out, didn't work out.
Because
so
they don't want anyone now who's subordinated to Nitish. I think that's very clear. This arrangement is very different, Rahul, to any previous JDU BJP arrangement. The terms of the power arrangement are different. Now the BJP runs the show. Not just backseat driving, but dare I say possibly even front seat driving. Nitish is just the face. They will use the next 18 months leading up to 2025 November to strengthen the BJP, weaken Nitish Kumar to the point where he becomes almost irrelevant.
But he surely knows that. So if he's done that...
What option? You see, I think Nitish Kumar, as I said, wanted to be on the winning side. The fear that Nitish Kumar had, Rahul, when he left the BJP 2 years ago was that people close to him, that there was an Eknath Shinde being created in RCN Singh and that his government would fall. That's why he was afraid and that's why he went to the RJD. Now he realizes if Mr. Modi comes back with 300 plus seats in 2024, mera kya hoga? So he's going back to the BJP.
This is Janata Dal United leader Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, very close to Nitish Kumar. He's coming in, 66-year-old. He comes from Samastipur, where he won from the Saraiganj Assembly constituency. In the last government, he was in charge of several important portfolios, including finance, commerce, and legislative matters. So Vijay Kumar Chaudhary. And it was interesting how the JDU was split between the likes of Lalan Singh, who were seen as being closer to Lalu and the RJD, and the likes of Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, Sanjay Jha and the others who were closer to the BJP.
That's right. You see, the JDU, Rahul, is now a party which is Nitish and a few around him. I mentioned Mr. Chaudhary from the Congress, was the leader of the Congress, and Sanjay Jha. These are the two people calling the shots today in the JDU. Even Nitish sort of almost listens to them more than to, and there are a couple of bureaucrats who run the show for him. So Nitish Kumar earlier, the JDU was a relatively powerful party, had a strong EBC support, had leaders from Nitish's own Kurmi community, plus those who'd been part of his old socialist movement. One by one, all of them have drifted away, and Nitish Kumar is left, I think, with a little rump. The only advantage he brings to the table, he still has 10 to 12% vote, and therefore when you have two parties with just 30% each, the RJD and the BJP, they need that 10 to 12% to take them over 40-45%. That's exactly why the BJP has brought him back. I think the BJP realizes Nitish could ensure a complete sweep for them like 2019, or at least get them 30 plus seats and thereby limit the damage.
Vijay Chaudhary used to be in the Congress, and when he left, it was felt that he may take a lot of the Congress MLAs with him. He couldn't.
In fact, the buzz till yesterday was that there are about 8 to 10 Congress MLAs who've gone missing.
But they were all with Akhilesh Prasad Singh this morning.
That's right. So
Akhilesh was so confident. I don't know if you saw that. He actually did. He got the camera to turn around and counted all the MLAs one by one to say, "Bhai, mere saath sab baithe." Why?
That's right. So there was this buzz that the Congress and we don't know where these Congress MLAs will eventually go in the next few months. Rahul Gandhi's yatra is coming into Bihar in a couple of days from now. So amidst all this, the Congress is still very much the rump in Bihar at the moment. The battle is going to be RJD versus BJP, and the JDU's future, I think, also hangs by a thread. We are seeing these images. I think this is, dare I say, you never say never. I'll be surprised if Nitish Kumar is sworn in a 10th time. That's my take. I think next time the BJP will want, if the BJP,
but if I'd asked you last
gets
time,
more,
you would have said you would be surprised if he'd be sworn in a 9th time.
Absolutely. As I said,
Nitish Kumar, he's like the political Houdini. You don't know what he's going to do So it's best to just allow for it to play itself out. He's also the most mercurial politician. You know, people think Mamata Banerjee is mercurial. Well, actually, you know, she's at least what you see is what you get. With Nitish Kumar, you never know what you're seeing and what you're going to get in the end.
Oh, absolutely. I think Nitish Kumar has redefined the notion of Ayaram, Gayaram. That was defections from politics, where you sort of, but you know, for a chief minister to constantly defect, change his allies, Nitish Kumar is in a league of his own now when it comes to this kind of defection politics. You know, Vijendra Prasad Yadav, there are Yadav leaders within the JDU who've been with Nitish for a while. Now, how comfortable will all of them be in the new arrangement eventually is, you know, you'll have to wait and see. I think Nitish Kumar is going to find himself increasingly isolated within Bihar politics. The BJP is waiting to swoop and simply over the years take over the Janata Dal United base.
Vijendra Yadav is a 77-year-old leader. He comes from Bihar, Supol, has been energy minister in the past. He became minister for the first time way back in 1990. He joined politics in 1967 and became MLA for the first time in 1990 as well. So he really has been around for a very long time in Bihar politics. Vijendra Prasad Yadav, one of the Yadav leaders of the Janata Dal United. Because the BJP's hope is, with the likes of Mohan Yadav being made chief minister in Madhya Pradesh, that they can wean some of the Yadav voters away from the RJD in the assembly elections and, more importantly, in the Lok Sabha elections.
You see, I think the BJP has over time in Bihar steadily tried to widen its base among backward castes. They were seen as an upper caste dominated party for the longest time, but in the last 5 to 7 years, I think they've done the kind of social engineering not as successfully as they would in UP. It's interesting, like a Nityanand Rai, who was seen, you know, as their strongest Yadav face, has not been sent back to Bihar. They've kept him here at the center. Many see him as the future possible leader of the BJP there. But the BJP has not been able to find a charismatic Yadav leader to take on a Lalu or indeed a Tejasvi on the one side, nor have they been able to truly find that kind of EBC leader who will be able to attract a wider following. That's why, you know, the dependence on Nitish Kumar is in a sense also reveals the limitations of the BJP and also of the RJD. The RJD also in a way, because of its Muslim Yadav vote base, is not been able to expand into EBCs.
And the fact that caste matters more than religion.
Oh, absolutely.
That it's one of the states where, unlike some of the other states where the BJP has been able to mobilize people on the basis of their religious identity, in Bihar it always comes. Caste is important everywhere, make no mistake about that. But caste somehow supersedes all other factors, including religion. In Bihar, at least that's what's happened in the past assembly elections to the BJP's discomfort. Because that's their one Brahmastra which hasn't clicked so far. They thought it would in 2015 and it didn't.
That's why Bihar, I think, has been. If you look at the Hindi heartland, there's no other state. I'm happy to be corrected, but I don't think there's any other Hindi heartland state which hasn't had a BJP chief minister, and that's significant. I think because Narendra Modi is hugely popular in Bihar. I think the BJP is relying on the Modi factor, but recognizes that the Modi factor will deliver them Lok Sabha. Vidhan Sabha, they may well have a very different strategy. So Nitish Kumar is being used at the moment to shore up that Modi factor even further. Look, the BJP, I still think, would have got the single largest chunk of seats in Bihar. By getting Nitish though on their side, they are hoping to ensure they are as close to 39 out of 40 last time.
They don't want to take any risk.
They don't want to take any risk. I think this is about ensuring that those 4 states that I spoke about, where there could be double-digit losses, let's minimize those losses.
The minister on your screen is Dr. Prem Kumar, comes from the Gaya town. He's been 8 times MLA, came into politics in 1990, has been Minister for Agriculture, Animal Fisheries, Water Resources. So Dr. Prem Kumar, 68-year-old, has been leader of the opposition in the Bihar Legislative Assembly. You know, you can see he's wearing his saffron with pride. He has the BJP scarf around him. He's been winning every election since 1990 from the Gaya town. In the past, he's been Minister for Public Health Engineering, Department of Road Constructions, Department of Urban Development. So they've got an urban balance, they've got a rural balance as well. You know, I just saw some working sheets of one of the top BJP leaders, Rajdeep, when they were doing the Madhya Pradesh calculus, it's interesting how even in the first set of ministers who are being sworn in, they try and ensure that there is as vast representation as possible because they're very conscious of social representation. It's not as if, okay, let's do what we need to in terms of getting the best people up right now and then we'll deal with the rest in the cabinet expansion. They're very conscious of every appointment.
Also about effecting changes. It's not as if I keep the same group in each election. You keep changing ministers, give a sense that new faces will be given a chance. You see, political parties, once they have their same lot of ministers, you'll see this with the JDU. The same ministers repeat in every Nitish cabinet, not with the BJP. We've seen it in Gujarat, for example, when Bhupendra Patel was sworn in as Chief Minister, the entire cabinet was removed, new faces come in. So I think the BJP is very conscious of bringing in new faces, new figures to give a sense of energy and a belief among the cadre that opportunities can be available to all. I still maintain that Bihar is the one state where they haven't got their caste arithmetic right because they haven't
Now
been
they do. With Nitish on board, they do. In fact, now they have more than they need. With Paswan, Kushwaha, Jitendra Maji.
On the, you see,
but they're not fighting on
the
their own.
BJP eventually would like to do in Bihar what they did in UP.
Of course.
You know, become a party of 45%, 48%, you know, build your base at the expense of other parties. They've not been able to do that in Bihar. In Bihar, they've been dependent on Nitish Kumar. They want to end their dependence. That's why I believe this could be the last time they will do this. 2024 objective, 2025 very different election in Bihar, Rahul. Fascinating in my view because it could end the duopoly of the Yadavs and Nitish Kumar.
This is Shravan Kumar from the Janata Dal United, comes from Nitish Kumar's home district of Nalanda. Has been a 7-time MLA, has been Minister for Rural Development in the government of Bihar, was serving as the Chief Whip of the Janata Dal United, was also in charge of Nitish's affairs in Jharkhand. He is the one who had last year said that Nitish would make the ideal choice of prime ministerial candidate for the I.N.D.I.A alliance. Now, some of those old comments, Rajdeep, can always be embarrassing. You can pull them out of the archives and say, sir, aap to Nitish ko India ka PM bana rahe the.
Look, it's true though on all sides. You know, look at the comment that Lalu used to make about Nitish and vice versa. Yet they've been in alliance twice in the last 8 years. So I think in Bihar, you know, what you say in the past doesn't matter. What only matters is what's happening in the present. Because otherwise they would all be exposed for what they've become in Bihar, which is, you know, the politics of immorality. Let's be honest, let's not call these master strokes. These are power politics based on fundamental immoralities because, you know, that's the way politics has become in a state like Bihar, to some extent even in Maharashtra. But I think Bihar takes the cake in its ability to have people do these high jumps without their political career being affected in any substantial manner.
I thought you'd say Bihar takes the tekwa, but it does. Because the kind of flip-flops that we've seen in Bihar, and remember, this is a state where any reporter will tell you the level of political understanding of the average citizen is higher than it is anywhere else. Far higher than Delhi, far higher than Maharashtra. Not to say that people don't understand politics elsewhere, but they could well be pundits on a television show and give both Rajdeep and me a run for our money when it comes to understanding of the very nuances of Indian politics.
Oh, absolutely. And that's, you know, that's what makes Bihar so fascinating and depressing at the same time. It's the one state where politics is an industry where everyone has a political opinion. But I think it's also the state which has not been able to nurture a kind of politics which is wholesome, which will take the state to the next level, which we are seeing in Uttar Pradesh.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where Nitish ran out of steam. After his good start in 2005 for the first few years, Yogi Adityanath is going from strength to strength in Uttar Pradesh, reviving the state, improving law and order, bringing in industrial corridors. Still a work in progress and a lot needs to be done, but he is marching with a lot of energy in the right direction from the perspective of development of the state. Nitish somehow, just before the 2014 elections, just seemed to run out of steam, energy and ideas.
You see, I think, as I said, Rahul, but the turning point interestingly came from outside. In 2013, when Mr. Modi becomes the Prime Minister choice, Nitish had a huge problem with Mr. Modi. When Mr. Modi was Gujarat Chief Minister, you will recall they had a couple of face-offs with each other. So when Mr. Modi is made the Prime Minister candidate, what does Nitish do? He decides to leave the N.D.A. And I think his decision at that moment to quit from the N.D.A. and believe that he could be a potential national rival almost to Narendra Modi didn't work out. And when that didn't work out, he was on a slippery slope, and that slope continues till this day. The last 10 years for Nitish Kumar have been years where he has simply become a political survivor, unlike the first 8 years.
The next leader on your screen is the son of Jitendra Maji, who's been former Chief Minister of Bihar and an important person in the political graph of Nitish Kumar. He's the one Nitish chose to be CM. This is his son, Santosh Kumar Suman. He's been the Dalit and Tribal Welfare Minister of Bihar, and now he's being sworn in as Chief Minister. He quit previously the state cabinet to ensure that the hum isn't, doesn't just wither away. Nitish Kumar was trying very hard to get the Hindustani Awam Morcha to merge with the Janata Dal United, but Maji wasn't willing for that. He prefers, Rajdeep, to be this small two-bit party rather than merge with the JDU or with the BJP.
You know, I think Jitin Ram Maji has also realized that if you're a small party and you can retain even a small base of 2 to 3% with 3-4 MLAs, it makes you a player. You know, this is the other model of Bihar. Keep yourself small, make sure that you retain your core base so that all the big parties come to you and you do deals with them. If he had been part of JDU, he would have been just another leader. So I think you're seeing that. I think Chirag Paswan also has learned that lesson. He's trying to shore up his base, his father's old base, so that whoever comes to power in Bihar needs a Chirag Paswan.
No, but will he get 6+1 MPs? That's the question. Now you've got the JDU, HAM, Kushwaha, BJP, all these parties together. If there's the LJP as well, how do you divide the political pie? It's a very tough ask, Rajdeep.
You know, my sense is that a Chirag Paswan kind of leader will now have to also come to terms with the reality that the BJP is a dominating force. So whatever you get, you take. You see, you can't make any
Amit Shah
demands.
invited him to join the BJP. They said you have a great future for yourself if you join the BJP, but Chirag held out against that.
No, that's precisely the reason, I think, that all of them have realized you join the BJP will swallow you up. You remain a small party but retain even a small base. Then the BJP comes to you because you know the BJP needs you to make sure that they can dominate a state. The BJP doesn't just want to win Bihar; they want to dominate Bihar in the Lok Sabha. That's the difference.
This is now the youngest MLA who's becoming minister today, Sumit Kumar Sinha. Sumit Kumar Singh, interestingly, is an independent MLA, and he comes from Jamui. And he this morning was at the JDU party meeting at Nitish Kumar's residence. He has been a cabinet minister in the last government when JDU and RJD were together, has become a minister once again. He's been the former agriculture minister. He's the son of the former agriculture minister, Narendra Singh.
The BJP, if you see the list that they will make, you will find people who eventually, the ministry will have representation across caste. Bihar's big political change that Lalu initiated was brought backward caste politics to the fore. So any government has to reflect that, you know, the changing reality of Bihar politics, and the BJP has done that. From a party which was seen as upper caste, Brahman, Baniya party, over the last 20 years in Bihar, you will see the mandalization of the BJP has taken place. You have a few upper caste faces who will remain in the party. The BJP cannot desert. You know, you will have, whether independents, whether from their own party, you will have upper caste representation. But I think the main thing for the BJP is how do we mandalize ourselves to take on the likes of Nitish and Lalu. It's been their challenge over the last 20 years. They partially succeeded. The Modi factor is very important as an OBC leader. Bihar, you know, is one of the states where he attracts huge crowds. But I think they will need a local leadership to take this forward. It can't be done by Prime Minister Modi in a Vidhan Sabha election.
Sumit Singh, interestingly, comes from the Jawaharlal Nehru University. And in the middle of all of this, I just got bad news that India has been bundled out for 202. In that test match, which Rajdeep was watching on that small screen, that he's got one match, one side he's watching the Bihar swearing in, the other side he's watching
because
cricket.
There's a record there. You know, today has been a fascinating day for cricket. There was a young West Indian fast bowler who bundled out Australia. Fantastic. I haven't seen someone bowl so fast. And first time a team which has trailed by 190 runs in India has defeated India in a test. So that is huge. So I think, you know, and that's Bazball. You know, the thing about it is Bazball is a disruptor. Modi, Shah are disruptors. To break records, to do things differently. You know, you keep telling me, up ki bar, 400 par, and I say, look, possible, but I don't think so this time. But at least the very fact you're willing to try it out. You know, Rahul, I think that's the big change that's taken place in Indian politics. The BJP has changed the rules of the game. In the past, you would have thought, yaar, mereko majority mil jaye 272. From Mission 272, Rahul, in 2014 to now Mission 400. look at the scale of the ambition, and that scale is leading to what you're seeing in Bihar, right? You're seeing a party willing to do anything it takes to demolish the opposition. And that's why I think they took this step of getting Nitish back. I mean, the Prime Minister has no love lost for Nitish, Rahul. Let's be very clear, given what Nitish has said about him over the years.
Okay, so that's the completion of the swearing-in ceremony. They've just paused for the national anthem, so shall we, at the time when India has just been bundled out against England. Okay, so that's the swearing-in there, now completed. I'm quite certain, I don't know, maybe Nitish didn't get a new suit stitch. He just thought, let me bring out my old band gala.
अरे उसके बाद 9 है.
अभी तो सिलवाया था last वाला. Why do I need another one?
Yeah.
And God knows how long this one's going to be on for.
Look, Nitish Kumar, interesting figure in terms of, the thing about him is unlike the other, unlike a Lalu had a very large Yadav base. You're talking about double digit, 18, 20%, 16 to 18% Yadav vote, and then the Muslim vote took you to 30 plus. Nitish Rahul was always stuck with a 6 to 7% Kurmi core vote. How do you add up to the vote? He was never able to do that. Therefore, that increased his dependence on other parties. So, I think in a way, he's almost a tragic singular figure. I think he's become a bit of a tragic singular figure. Even within the India alliance, there was a meeting in Delhi where T.R. Balu of the DMK was speaking in English. Nitish interrupts him, Hindi mein boliye. Hum kaise? See, I think Nitish almost feels that, he's been isolated, that he's not been given his due. 2013, he thought he could take on Modi.
Remember,
from there, he's come back to being just one among many.
Kejriwal and Mamta were shrewd. When an offer was made to make him convener, at that time they said, there's no guarantee whether he'll be with us or not.
Absolutely. But I think I don't know whose game they were playing when they projected Kharge suddenly out of the blue while Nitish is watching. They didn't consult Nitish. Why didn't they consult Nitish? I mean, surely you would, before you make a public decision, you would have come. Why was Nitish not consulted at that Mumbai meeting?
This Bihar
at the Delhi meeting
will have 2 deputy CMs. There's been the first formal confirmation of the story we broke much earlier in the day, because Vinod Tavade, the central observer of the BJP who's been sent to Patna, has officially congratulated both Samrat Chaudhary and Vijay Kumar Sinha for becoming the deputy chief minister of Bihar. So first formal confirmation that there'll be 2 deputy CMs, one an upper caste deputy CM, one a Kushwaha deputy CM, and an effort being made to try and keep both together as part of that umbrella coalition that the BJP is trying to stage.
That's right. But I think all of this is not so much for the Vidhan Sabha. This is for 2024 Lok Sabha. What you've seen in the last 2 months, in fact, whether it's in Karnataka, whether it's in Maharashtra, and whether it's in now in Bihar, I think the primary aim is how do we finish off our rivals into it? And think about it from the India alliance point of view. Someone who 8 months ago hosted all of you in Patna with large posters, was seen to be the man stitching it together, leaves you. You can liken it to when a big leader, and Nitish is a big leader, in terms of national recognition, he has national recognition. Anyone knows who Nitish Kumar is.
Positive recognition.
That's right.
Now with all these somersaults.
But Rahul, the very fact that the person who was stitching your alliance together leaves you, it's almost like, he's given up on the alliance. So I think from a perception point of view, optics terrible for the India alliance.
Let's, Vijay Chaudhary, let's go across to Rohit, who's speaking to some of these ministers as they come out.
तो विजय कुमार सिन्हा, विजय चौधरी माफ़ कीजिएगा, बता रहे थे कि अब सरकार में आ गए हैं तो सब कुछ ठीक ही रहेगा और
You're live on TV, catch whoever you can and let's speak to them. How are the new ministers feeling about their new gigs? He's furtively looking for people. This reminds me of what happened soon after the temple consecration ended, and there were hundreds of people, all of whom wanted to speak, and I had to figure out who do you really want to spend time talking to. So Rohit doing something similar right now, right outside the Raj Bhavan.
He's got a few ministers slowly trooping out. And I'm sure they'll, Bihar ministers usually like the camera and they will.
All ministers. Tell me one minister who doesn't.
In states, in some of the southern states like Tamil Nadu, they're very
that's
reluctant.
Nitish Kumar there.
Yeah, there is Nitish Kumar, for the umpteenth time, being sworn in as Bihar Chief Minister and leaving now the Raj Bhavan. But we'll wait and see who Rohit can actually catch. An interesting figure in all of this is Vinod Taude, Rahul. He's the election in charge for Bihar, and I know him well because he was from Maharashtra, a student leader, then became a minister. And Vinod has spent a lot of time in Bihar in the last few years, and his main aim has been, how do we make the BJP Bihar's party number one? I think the real battle now, Rahul, is for party number one. Is it RJD, which has, if I'm not mistaken, now the maximum MLAs? Or is it the BJP, which has the second largest number of MLAs? Which becomes the largest party of Bihar?
No, it's also interesting that they're grooming the likes of Vinod Taude, who's a very local Maharashtra-centric leader, giving them that national exposure and the opportunity to try and understand, because, he doesn't... Okay, let's listen to Vijay Chaudhary, because he doesn't have that kind of exposure or grooming in national politics. They're also grooming the next generation of leaders in a way, that only being in power can. And unlike the Congress, which saw the likes of Milind Deora and so many others, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Jitin Prasad, all leave. Okay, let's listen to Samrat Chaudhary.
और पुराने गठबंधन साथी एक साथ फिर हो गए हैं, लगता सब कुछ ठीक है।
एकदम ठीक रहेगा। बिहार के विकास के लिए ही काम
करेंगे। आपकी कोई नाराजगी तो नहीं है? बहुत आप थोड़ा नाराज रहते थे नीतीश जी से।
व्यक्तिगत कोई लड़ाई नहीं होती है, राजनीतिक लड़ाई है। अब तो जब दोनों पार्टियों का मिलन हो गया है, तो व्यक्तिगत लड़ाई का कोई स्थान नहीं।
पगड़ी पे आपके सवाल हो रहे थे कि पगड़ी का
बताऊंगा, पगड़ी भी जल्द मैं बताऊंगा, कब उतारूंगा।
देखिए हमारे साथ सम्राट चौधरी हैं, सम्राट चौधरी बता रहे हैं कि व्यक्तिगत कोई दुश्मनी नहीं होती है, राजनीतिक होता है।
Okay, that's Samrat Chaudhary. JP Nadda, the BJP president, is to do a press briefing in a short while from now at the Atal Sabhagrah in Patna. That will be interesting to see what the BJP president has to say, given all that they've said about... Let's Ravi Shankar Prasad.
से नीतीश कुमार परेशान थे। बढ़ते हुए जो वहां पर कुशासन था आपस के बीच का, जो अविश्वास था आपस के बीच का, इससे वो परेशान थे। इसलिए ऐसी बात नहीं कि एकाएक वो आए, उन्होंने मंथन किया। अच्छा है, डबल इंजन की सरकार बिहार में आ गई है।
लोकसभा और आगे भी फायदा होगा इसका, मतलब लोग साथ आए हैं।
40 में 40।
40 में 40। चलिए, शुक्रिया। तो
Okay, that's
Ravi Shankar Prasad is the MP from Patna, so for him, the good news is that the Lok Sabha elections is where his attention will be.
You're assuming that he'll get a ticket again.
And whether he gets a ticket, but if he gets a ticket, he'll hope.
Okay, that's Jiten Ram Maji. Let's listen to the Hamid.
चिराग पासवान हमारे साथ है। चिराग, नीतीश जी के साथ फिर अब सरकार में आप लोग आए हैं, क्या कहेंगे?
भाई देखिए, एनडीए की सरकार है ये, प्रधानमंत्री जी के सोच वाली सरकार है ये, और उम्मीद ही नहीं पूरा विश्वास है। देखिए, ये बात किसी से छुपी नहीं है, मेरा अंधविश्वास है मेरे प्रधानमंत्री पर। तो ऐसे में जब प्रधानमंत्री जी की सोच वाली सरकार हमारे प्रदेश को मिली है, जितनी जन कल्याण की योजनाएं हैं, गरीब कल्याण की जो प्रधानमंत्री जी से जुड़ी जितनी भी योजनाएं हैं, उम्मीद ही नहीं पूरा विश्वास है, अब मजबूती से उसको धरातल पर उतारा जाएगा।
सरकार एनडीए के पीएम मोदी के हिसाब से चलेगी या नीतीश कुमार के हिसाब से चलेगी?
अब यही सवालों में आप फंसाइए।
लेकिन फिर भी अब सब साथ
क्या मतलब भाई, कोई
ठीक रहेगा आपको लगता है?
सवाल तो रहना चाहिए, उम्मीद ये देखिए, उनसे वैसे भी कभी कोई नाराजगी नहीं थी। मैंने हमेशा कहा कि उनकी नीतियों से मुझे जरूर ऐतराज था। मैं मानता हूं कि आज जब एनडीए की सरकार है, प्रधानमंत्री जी के सोच वाली सरकार है, डबल इंजन की सरकार है, तो यकीनन उन नीतियों को धरातल पर उतारा जाएगा जिसकी अपेक्षा हम लोग को लंबे समय।
और आपकी फर्स्ट बिहार वाला का क्या होगा? आपका जो कार्यक्रम था
भाई, तो उसका क्या होगा? बिहारी फर्स्ट एक मजबूत कार्यक्रम है, बिल्कुल क्यों नहीं करवाएंगे। बिहार फर्स्ट, बिहारी फर्स्ट एक मजबूत, बिहार को विकसित राज्य बनाने को लेकर एक मजबूत प्रारूप तैयार किया गया है, ना सिर्फ पार्टी के द्वारा, मेरे नेता आदरणीय रामविलास पासवान जी के द्वारा। आज रास्ते में भी आते वक्त भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जी से विस्तार में मेरी इन तमाम बातों को लेकर चर्चा हुई है। बिहार फर्स्ट, बिहारी फर्स्ट को लेकर हमारी चर्चा हुई है, तो आने वाले दिनों में उसको भी धरातल पर उतरते हुए
नीतीश कुमार से नाराजगी दूर हो गई चिराग पासवान।
तो ये थे चिराग पासवान। प्रेम कुमार जी हैं, मंत्री बने हैं। प्रेम कुमार जी, बहुत सालों का लगता है गैप था, अब ठीक हो गया सब कुछ?
सब पार्टी की कृपा है, पार्टी का आदेश का पालन किया सर।
नीतीश कुमार के साथ अब कोई नाराजगी तो नहीं है?
कोई कभी रहा ही नहीं था, हम तो मिलकर पहले भी काम कर रहे थे, बीच में थोड़ा सा अलग हुए थे, और आज फिर साथ मिल गए हैं तो बिहार के लिए अच्छा होगा।
सब कुछ ठीक ठाक रहेगा ना अब तो?
बिल्कुल माने बहुत शानदार रहेगा।
अब तो गठबंधन में कोई गांठ नहीं आएगी ना?
देश के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री तो भाई मोदी जी का अगुवाई में देश आगे बढ़ रहा है, अभी बिहार भी आगे बढ़ेगा। बिहार फिर रफ्तार पकड़ेगा विकास के दौर में।
और लोकसभा में क्या होगा, कितनी सीटें
पार्टी तय करेगी जाकर?
कितनी सीटें आएंगी एनडीए को?
40 से 40।
नीतीश जी का आने से फायदा होगा?
बिल्कुल 40 का 40, पिछले 39 लाए थे, इस बार 40 से 40 और इंडिया गठबंधन 0 पर आउट होगा बिहार में।
चलिए शुक्रिया प्रेम कुमार जी, बहुत बधाई आपको। तो एक सेकेंड,
आज हम लोग को नहीं ध्यान में रखिए,
आपका अगली बार
सबके लिए अच्छा। तेजस्वी कह रहे हैं कि 2025 तक जदयू खत्म हो जाएगी, इसका क्या मतलब समझते हैं? 2025 तक जदयू खत्म हो जाएगी, तेजस्वी ऐसा कह रहे हैं, आप कैसे?
जहाँ थे वहाँ निश्चित रूप से वही स्थिति हो रही थी, लेकिन अब नीतीश जी आ गए हैं स्वाभाविक जगह, इसलिए यहाँ सब कुछ ठीक है, ठीक रहेगा।
आपने कहा था कि नीतीश कुमार को कोई दिक्कत होगी तो उपेंद्र कुशवाहा उनके लिए खड़ा है, क्या वही स्टेटमेंट अभी रहेगा?
देखिए अब कोई खेला बाकी नहीं है, अब तेजस्वी जी कह रहे खेला बाकी है, तो आज उनके घर में चूल्हा नहीं जला होगा, बाकी बिहार के लिए हर घर में खुशी है और सब कुछ जो कुछ भी होना था बहुत अच्छा हो गया। देखिए जेडीयू खत्म हो जाएगा, पहले अपनी चिंता करें आरजेडी के लोग। जिस तरह से बिहार के लोग उनसे परेशान थे, लोग चाहते थे कि यह सरकार जाए और दूसरी सरकार आए, तो आ गई सरकार।
उपेंद्र कुशवाहा अपने आप को 2024 में कहा
You know, it's interesting, the likes of Upendra Kushwaha, the likes of Chirag Paswan, the likes of Jitin Ram Manjhi, the one thing that has united them has been their anger against Nitish Kumar. They've always felt Nitish Kumar has never given them their due, so they moved in different directions. Some tied up with the RJD, some like Chirag tried to plow their lone furrow. What's happened at the end of the day? They've all had to come back to a tent where Nitish Kumar remains the face, Rahul. And I think that reveals in a way the limitations of these leaders, as well as the fact that Bihar politics has been unable to throw up really a new kind of politics that emerges out of this duopoly of these two caste leaders, these two Mandalite leaders. I think the challenge in the next 5 years, I mean, let's not even look at 2025, can Bihar look beyond Nitish? For now, most of them spoke about Narendra Modi ji. Most of them said Modi ji ke netritva mein. So it's not Nitish ji ke netritva mein, Modi ji ke netritva mein hum aage badhenge. So they are relying on the Modi factor in Bihar. Nitish Kumar, I maintain, Rahul, is only a face now. He's no longer a vote catcher. The real votes will be caught by Narendra Modi.
No, so he is a vote topper. So it's like, you know, if this is...
He's the cherry on your cake.
If just think of it as the Bihar political cappuccino. Both the BJP and the RJD have the espresso shot. But if you need the cappuccino, you need the frothy milk on the top. Nitish provides that frothy milk. Without that, you have the strong espresso, but you don't have a cappuccino, Rajdeep.
Right, but as someone said, you know, let's not glorify what Nitish Kumar is doing in this. Nitish Kumar has, in the process, I think, destroyed his political legacy.
No, but when did he destroy it? The first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, the sixth time, the seventh time, and the eighth time?
I think Nitish Kumar's destruction, as I said, the turning point in his career is 2013, when he miscalculated how the Modi factor would work. But I think at a personal level, after 2015, I think, you know, when in 7-8 years, you've done 4 somersaults, you know, that's stretching it a bit. You can do 1 or 2 as politicians are prone to do.
But he ends up CM.
He ends up CM, but he ends up each time, I think, a weakened, morally compromised, weakened CM. Look at the votes, the vote share. The voters are leaving him, Rahul. How much did he get last time? 44 seats? And his vote percentage was down by almost half compared to previous elections. I mean, don't be surprised if next time Nitish Kumar, even if he's with the BJP, gets single-digit vote share and possibly gets only 20-25 seats. I mean, I think when you've come from 117 seats that you got in 2010 to 44, something is wrong, right? Your remaining chief minister, you're absolutely right, Rahul, but your remaining chief minister is a diminished figure. I think that, and conversely, Mr. Modi from 2013 has gone the other way. Look at Mr. Modi's political trajectory and compare that with Nitish Kumar. We were comparing the two in 2013. Will Nitish take on Modi? Mr. Modi is here now. Nitish Kumar has actually gone down. That's the difference.
Prime Minister Modi has put out his first reaction to the new government being sworn in Bihar. I'll take you through what the Prime Minister has said on next. बिहार में बनी एनडीए सरकार राज्य के विकास और यहाँ के लोगों की आशंकाओं को पूरा करने के लिए कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ेगी। नीतीश जी को मुख्यमंत्री और सम्राट चौधरी एवं विजय सिन्हा को उप मुख्यमंत्री पद की शपथ लेने पर मेरी बहुत बहुत बधाई। मुझे विश्वास है कि ये टीम पूरे समर्पण भाव से राज्य के मेरे परिजनों को की सेवा करेगी। So he's basically congratulating the new team that's been sworn in, congratulating Nitish Kumar. And Rajdeep, incidentally, I was at a meeting with one very senior BJP leader who said very emphatically that over my dead body, Nitish Kumar is not coming back to the N.D.A. He declared very emphatically, and he was ironically involved in the process of getting Nitish Kumar back. So never say never and be pragmatic. That seems to be the driving credo of Team Modi.
You know, even last week when the government announced a Bharat Ratna for Karpoori Thakur, there were those who thought, you know, this is being done in a way to send a message to Nitish Kumar that, you know, we don't need you. We've got the OB, you know, we are going to woo the OBCs on our own. As it turns out, apparently, this was the fig leaf offered to Nitish Kumar, that today when he comes back and he is asked by the media, why did you, you know, decide to join the BJP again? One of the reasons he'll give, look, they fulfilled our long-held promise to make Karpoori Thakur a Bharat Ratna. This is, you know, Nitish Kumar comes across, I think, as a tragic figure. It just shows.
No, but look at how smart Modi and Shah, they were able to find that slight opportunity, build on it, turn it into a big wedge between the India Alliance partners and pull Nitish Kumar out in this massive operation like they did with Ajit Pawar. That was a different circumstance. They brought him back in baggage.
But it also shows the limitations of the India Alliance. That you see, you've got this India Alliance, but you can't just meet in hotel rooms once every couple of months and build a viable alternative. I mean, they met in Patna, June, July in Bangalore, August, September in Mumbai, and then December in Delhi. I mean, 4 meetings is not going to be the basis to create a wide-ranging alliance. I think typically the Congress thought, yaar, Nitish ko bana denge, but keep him waiting. It doesn't work. You know, had they made, I think if Nitish Kumar was convener, let's say after the December meeting, even if you make Mr. Kharge chairperson, but Nitish Kumar is convener, I think you would have probably been able to stop him. By then, I think Nitish had made up his mind, though, having said that.
These guys aren't serious.
Because in January, apparently, when they had a video conference, the India Alliance, they reiterated, we are going to make you convener. We just need to get Mamata Banerjee, or we need to inform Mamata Banerjee. Nitish didn't like that. That, you know, why? You're telling me you're going to make me convener, but we'll have to first almost get a clearance from Mamata Banerjee. And Nitish said, no, I don't want to be convener. I think he had made up his mind. He made up his mind in November, December. I think December was the turning point after the assembly election results.
No, but how long will it be before he gets suffocated in this relationship with the BJP? He's never happy being in a relationship.
No.
He likes his newly divorced status. No, but it's serious.
Yeah,
he likes being recently divorced.
Look, I think not for 2024, which is a year where the Lok Sabha elections will dominate all politics. But 6 months after, once you get into Bihar election mode, Nitish Kumar will once again weigh his options. But if I was the RJD today, would I take Nitish Kumar back? I don't know, maybe Bihar politicians are made differently. But I'm just thinking from a Tejasvi point of view, his only opportunity now is to break the JDU and strengthen himself.
No, but
is he good enough to do
JDU is
that?
in power, the MLAs have no reason to leave.
They won't, but closer to the election. That's why I said closer to Bihar 2025, there'll be a lot of flux, I think, in the politics of Bihar, like we're seeing in Maharashtra.
But many of those JDU MLAs may calculate as better being on the BJP
Of
side
course.
because you have a better chance of winning.
I couldn't agree with you more. As I said, I think Nitish Kumar will be left eventually in 2025 with a rump. The BJP will take a sizable chunk. The RJD will take some of the Yadav MLAs in particular. And I think Nitish Kumar will find himself there is an exhaustion point in politics. I don't know, in Bihar it obviously takes longer than other states, but I think eventually you will reach exhaustion point, Rahul. And I'll be interested to see how Prashant Kishore now plays this, because I really think in the next 10 years, I don't think it can happen in 2025, in the next 10 years, Bihar will throw opportunities for a new leader to emerge.
But
I don't know who that will
also
be.
needs a base, right? If he were, for example,
he'll have to throw up a face. He will throw up a face. Prashant will have to find a face who today will represent the dominant Mandalite politics of Bihar. Anyone who can throw that younger face for Bihar will eventually challenge these the
but that's
existing
much easier
players.
said than done. He requires a base. This business of walking around is going to take a long time to build his own base. If he had a structure of the Congress or the JDU, it's much easier. Trying to build your own base.
That's why I said 10-year horizon.
Romantic in a political context, but it's very, very difficult to actually pull off.
10-year horizon, Rahul, but because I'm looking across the country, look at how UP's politics has changed with the rise of Yogi. You know, it's substantial change in the kind of social engineering that's happened, the kind of politics now that the other side is being forced to respond to. That Samajwadi Party, BSP, just as the BSP is faded out. You see, the BSP has now become a marginal player. They got 0 seats. Could anyone have imagined in 2022?
But she seems disinterested.
She seems disinterested. Now, whatever, the fact is a dominant party which won a majority in 2007 ends with 0 seats in UP. Are we going to see a situation where Nitish Kumar will eventually be dumped, I believe, by the BJP and the RJD? And will be similarly a forlorn figure who will be best remembered as having ended Jungle Raj of Lalu, as it was then described, and gave 5 years of good rule to Bihar between 2005 and 10.
We're being told that in a few moments from now, Nitish Kumar will be addressing the press in the Raj Bhavan in Patna. So we'll go across live over there. We're also being told that at about 6:30, JP Nadda, the BJP president, will do a press conference in Patna. So we'll go across there. We'll slip into a break just for the time being. When we come back, and if he starts speaking sooner, we'll cut out of our break and come straight to Nitish Kumar as he's getting set to speak inside the BJP, inside the Raj Bhavan in Patna. So our coverage returns on the other side of a very quick break. Stay with us.
Thank you.
You are watching India Today.
Get ready for an immersive journey into the heart of news, politics, and insights that matter. Join India Today now on WhatsApp. Scan the QR code.
नीतीश कुमार कल तक हमको गाली देते थे कि ओवैसी.
That's right.
But the grandmasters of Indian chess are running circles around the India alliance. It seems like a ragtag coalition that can't even figure which move to make on the chessboard, while they're being outthought, outmaneuvered, outgunned by the Bharatiya Janata Party. The verdict in 2024 was never really in doubt. The question now, Rajdeep, really is, can they beat Rajiv Gandhi's record of 1984? The BJP, sometimes it turns out to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. They're convincing themselves first at the highest levels, then their karyakartas, their booth workers, that this can be done. They're thinking big, while the India alliance just seems to be coming away at the seams.
Look, I think it is a bit of psychological intimidation when the BJP says mission 400 up ki bar, 400 par. You look at the numbers, they don't really add up at the moment.
No, but 300 in Uttar Pradesh was thought impossible. 250 was thought impossible. So I'm saying that's how they're trying to generate belief that we can do this.
Sure. Look, it's both ways. They thought they would get 200 in Bengal. They didn't. They fell at 75. There have been occasions where it's worked, occasions where it hasn't worked. I think the BJP's basic game is there's a pragmatism in their politics. They have decided whatever happens, we have to win 2024 by a big margin to the point where the opposition is thoroughly defeated and demoralized. That's the aim. Even what you're seeing here in Bihar, it's not even for 2025. 2025 is 20 months away. Who knows what happens in Bihar next? But for 2024, they want to safeguard a state where they won 39 out of 40 seats. Rahul, there were 4 states that the BJP felt, I think, that they were in trouble in 2024. One was Bihar, one was Maharashtra, one was Karnataka, one was Bengal. These were the 4 states where there were potential double-digit losses. What have they done? Karnataka tied up with H.D. Kumaraswamy, shored up their Lingayat base, even bringing back Yediyurappa in a sense through his son as the face of the party once again. Jagdish Shettar is back also in the fold. In Maharashtra, what did they do? First broke the Shiv Sena, then this year, middle of last year, broke the NCP, thereby strengthening their alliance. What have they done in Bengal? In Bengal, I think somewhere they've tried to ensure that Mamata Banerjee is weakened by the string of cases that she and her ministers certainly face, and thereby sort of strengthening themselves. The alliance between TMC and Congress also not working. And now in Bihar, where Nitish has come back. So the BJP is working to a plan. the India alliance is only reacting, and in most cases not even reacting, as we've seen with what's really happened in Bihar in the last few days.
You're seeing live images of Nitish Kumar's cavalcade heading towards the Raj Bhavan. This is the 9th time that Nitish Kumar will be sworn in. He's done 6 somersaults. Rajdeep, could this be his last, or could there be 1 or 2 more? Prashant Kishore did a press conference where he says 6 months after the Lok Sabha, like within 6 months of the Lok Sabha results, Nitish will be back to the RJD fold.
Look, we don't know what Nitish Kumar will do. He's also playing his politics election by election. For him, at the moment 2024, he felt he wanted to be on the winning side. That's why he's done what he has to. 2025 kisne dekha, it's, Patna Durast in a way. So I think Nitish Kumar and the BJP are playing election by election.
No, but let's spend a moment, Rajdeep, thinking about the mental makeup of Nitish Kumar. I've both spent a fair amount of time with him. He always wants to come across as a purposeful, sincere, hard-working leader. And yet all these somersaults that he's doing, which would make Nadia Comaneci look pale in comparison, where does he think he stands? You know that he's worried about his political legacy. He's worried about how the people of Bihar and the rest of the country think about him. And yet he's making himself out to be a bit of a political joke.
I think, Rahul, that's I remember Nitish Kumar from the days when he was Sushasan Babu. When he came taking on Lalu...
He still thinks he's Sushasan Babu.
When he felt that he was taking on Lalu's so-called Jungle Raj. Look at Nitish Kumar 2005 to, I would say, around 2012. For 7 years, genuinely there's an improvement in law and order. He focuses on roads, on infrastructure. And you go there, Nitish Kumar invokes positive vibes among the Aam Aadmi of Bihar. Then Narendra Modi in 2013 becomes the BJP's choice for Prime Minister candidate. That's when Nitish's politics changes. Because suddenly he decides to break away from the BJP. And since then, Rahul, I think Nitish has been wandering around, hoping for a national role, but at the same time conscious of sort of dominating power politics in Bihar. You'll recall he made Jitin Ram Majhi Chief Minister, but eventually took the chair for himself. So Nitish Kumar, since 2013, has become a much more insecure politician, a politician obsessed with retaining power in Bihar at all costs, where means don't matter, the ends do. Sankarshan Thakur, who's a biographer of Nitish, has a lovely line. For Nitish Kumar, it's not a call to conscience, his conscience is on call. जो भी है उसके साथ जुड़ना है. And I think thereby he's diluted his political equity, but at the same time, because he has a 10-15% vote share, Rahul, both parties, RJD and BJP, have quoted him from time to time. And I think he's used that to his advantage, but he's diminished his political legacy in a way to Bihar, which is unfortunate. Because, you thought he was a leader at one stage who could perhaps have national aspirations. That's gone. I think that chapter is over forever. Whatever else he does from now, no one will take him seriously nationally. He may still be relevant to Bihar, Rahul, but nationally he's over.
You've seen the 1998 Hollywood rom-com. There's something about Mary. Well, in Bihar, there's something about Nitish. Everybody wants to be on board with Nitish Kumar. Rohit Singh joins us. You're seeing on your screen right now images from inside the Raj Bhavan. Nitish Kumar, all suited, booted, coming for his ninth swearing in. Rohit, describe the scenes that you're seeing. The BJP camp, they're mighty jubilant. Nitish looks pleased. He's happiest between relationships. Never happy being in a relationship. When he's just broken up, about to begin his next marriage, that's when Nitish seems happiest. These are live images from the oath-taking ceremony when Nitish Kumar and his group of ministers, there are 3 BJP leaders, 3 from the Janata Dal United, there is 1 from the Hindustani Awam Morcha, and there is 1 independent who's now on board with this alliance. 128 out of 243. 123, remember, is the magic mark. So just a little bit more than that, but enough to stay in power.
It's all about power for Nitish at the moment. And as I said, Rahul, I think that's diminished his political legacy and his contribution.
What was the moment when Nitish decided, okay, enough is enough, let's do another party?
I was told, and this is from sources in the JDU, that around October, November itself, Nitish had become restive. The India Alliance wasn't holding meetings, wasn't announcing him as a convener, didn't seem to be moving ahead. The Congress was focusing on the assembly election results. And then a meeting takes place of the India Alliance in Delhi where Mamata Banerjee and Arvind Kejriwal suddenly spring up, Mr. Kharge as chairperson. And nobody mentioned Nitish Kumar. And if you recall, when a press conference was held after that meeting in Delhi, Nitish was not there. So I think Nitish Kumar has been looking at this for the last 4 months. Not just Nitish, it's the people around him. The two names being mentioned most frequently are those of Sanjay Jha, once close to Arun Jaitley, who had started off in the BJP, now is virtually Nitish's shadow, and Ashok Chaudhary, who was with the Congress, and in Nitish's number is the other one, Nitish Trust. They are the ones who decide. Nitish's own mental health, there are serious worries about Nitish's illness that people have expressed. He tends to, he's not the same. And therefore, people around him are taking some of these decisions. But I think in October, once the India Alliance had not made up its mind on who will be the convener and Nitish decided enough is enough, I don't think the Congress has any chance in these in the 2024 polls. I might as well hitch up to the BJP, which is going to win 2024 and be on the winning side. He wants to be on the winning side.
No matter what. No matter
absolutely.
Who is in bed with him, he wants to be sleeping with whoever is winning. JP Nadda, the BJP president, just walked into the oath-taking ceremony venue. Remember, he's a Himachal boy, but he studied in Patna, studied at the St. Xavier's School, then did his BA from the Patna College, Patna University, and LLB later from Himachal Pradesh. So he spent a lot of time, thinks of him, has lots of stories to tell about his time in school and college on the streets of Patna and the student politics he did over there. Also pay attention to who's not there. Home Minister Amit Shah isn't there. That's the uncle of Chirag Paswan, Pashupati Paras, who is officially in charge of the Lok Janshakti Party. Rajdeep, I met him on the flight to Ayodhya. He was sitting right next to where we were. And he said, I said, so how are you going? Nobody from the government seems to be invited. He said, well, I'm in charge of the LJP. The interesting thing is it's Chirag Paswan who flew with Nadda on the charter to Patna. They will have to fix that out, because when I asked him, can there be a rapprochement? He says, no way. No way can there be a rapprochement.
No, but what options does a Chirag Paswan have? And again, I think what the BJP is doing, as I call it, pragmatic politics. Even if the 3-4% that Chirag Paswan brings to the table, and I think they've recognized that he, not his uncle, is the one who's taking forward his father's legacy, bring him along. Jitin Ram Majhi formed the Hindustan Awam Morcha, broke with Nitish Kumar. He too is one of his ministers, will be part of this government. So the BJP wants to create an umbrella coalition of the kind they created in 2019 that won 39 out of the 40 seats in Bihar. And just repeat that process and somehow or the other marginalize the Mahagathbandhan. I think there are two winners today. One, of course, is Nitish Kumar, because Jo Jeeta Wo Sikandar. The other, interestingly, in a strange way, I think, is going to be Tejasvi Yadav. Because Tejasvi Yadav will now become the sole occupant of the opposition space. And there is a substantial opposition
No, but
space.
if it's just 35%, that's not enough. Look at the rainbow coalition they've got on the other side. Rajendra Arlekar is here, governor of Bihar. In a few moments from now, he'll begin administering the oath of office, and as is often the case in Bihar, things are quite chaotic. They're noisy and chaotic, and Rajendra Arlekar will just begin administering the oath of office. But Rajdeep, just the Muslims and the Yadavs and some EBCs aren't enough. Tejasvi becomes leader only if, like Nitish, he can get the backward caste apart from just the Muslims and the Yadavs.
You're right. With one caveat, I think this step eventually in the next 18 months, and I think the BJP also knows it, is leading to the withering away of the JDU. The JDU is going to be a sharply declining force, and eventually elections in Bihar will become more and more bipolar. RJD plus whoever they have on their side, including some JDU MLAs who by the next election may well switch to the RJD, some of them from EBCs, and the BJP. You see, remember, Rahul, BJP, this is the only state where the BJP has never led the government. BJP has not had a single, in North India, in the Hindi heartland, Bihar is the only state where there has been no BJP-led government. So the BJP is also is using Nitish in the hope that eventually we capture the entire JDU base and we become #1 party. They've tried it in the past, it's not worked. But my sense is every palti that Nitish Kumar makes diminishes him to the point where he will eventually become irrelevant, and you will have politics maybe by 2025.
He has no succession plan in the Janata Dal.
No succession plan, nothing. The party, some will go to the BJP, some will go to the RJD. Prashant Kishore will look at this possibly as an opportunity to emerge. It may take time, but as a third fall. I think Bihar is ready, Rahul, after 30 years of this Lalu Nitish duopoly, for possibly some alternatives.
There he is, Nitish Babu, back on stage for the 9th time. He's looking happy, Rajdeep. You know, he's happiest when he's just broken off in one relationship and just about to join the other. He looked relieved. Last several weeks when we've been seeing him, he's had a scowl, he's been frowning, he's been looking grumpy and unhappy. This is when he's happiest. Recently divorced, about to get married.
Absolutely, you know, and I think it is a remark. You know, he's a remarkable survivor of Indian politics. He should write a book to tell us the art of survival. But let's listen in.
मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा। मैं बिहार राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक और शुद्ध अंतःकरण से निर्वहन करूंगा तथा मैं भय या पक्षपात, अनुराग या द्वेष के बिना सभी प्रकार के लोगों के प्रति संविधान और विधि के अनुसार न्याय करूंगा। मैं नीतीश कुमार सत्यनिष्ठा से प्रतिज्ञान करता हूं कि जो विषय बिहार राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में मेरे विचार के लिए लाया जाएगा अथवा मुझे ज्ञात होगा और